Okay.
And we're live. Go Yuji.
Good evening, everyone. This is treesumpodcast. I am Yuzi.
And I'm Ervon.
I'm Carlo.
Yan. So, para sa mga new viewers natin, please like and share na yung page natin. And para continuous yung support natin dito sa community. And yung mga gustong mag-comment and mag-say hi, so mag-leave lang ng comment down below.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yun. So guys, welcome sa episode 20 of Buhay Abroad. And we have a special guest from Canada, si Katrina Harata. So welcome.
Yes.
Yan. Good
Oh,
morning.
hi. Hi, guys. Hi,
Hello.
good morning.
Good morning.
Good evening in Japan.
Hi.
Oh, good
Yes.
night. 10:30 in Japan. Yeah. Yeah, it's morning here. As you can see the
Good
daylight.
morning.
Yes, maraming
Hi.
salamat sa time. Thank you very much.
Yep, and
Yes.
thank you for inviting me.
Welcome. So, let's start the episode.
Alright.
Usually we start the episode with a brief introduction of our guest.
Mm-hmm.
Revon, would you do the honors?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Simple briefing lang or introduction sa ano natin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so would you like a brief introduction? Is this like a 5-minute introduction? Super brief? 10
Super
minutes
brief
introduction?
Super brief.
Yeah, okay. I have a very pretty complicated story, so I'll compress as much as I can.
Sige,
So,
and then we'll details na lang later.
Yes, pag-usapan
Yeah,
natin
yeah,
yan
yeah.
later.
Yeah, okay. So I'm Katrina Harata, not Halili, as we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Katrina. I was born in Batangas, but I grew up in Cagayan Valley. Not Cagayan de Oro, Cagayan Valley. It's in the northern part of the Philippines. I went to Manila for my university education. I got a degree in family economics, and then after that, I went to Japan. So I worked there from 2011 to 2019 as an English teacher. And now I'm in Canada.
Oh, yun.
Okay, I think that's the shortest version.
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
Ang daming
Okay naman
transition.
Yes, ang dami. Ano,
Yeah.
From Batangas to Cagayan?
Cagayan Valley.
Cagayan Valley. Have you ever been to
Yes.
Cagayan Valley?
Hindi pa.
Di ba? Saan pa part yung Cagayan Valley? Sa northern part?
Yeah, northern part of the Philippines. You know Tuguegarao?
Hindi eh.
The hottest place, the hottest place on earth. No, the hottest place in the Philippines. It's usually, I think it goes up to 40 degrees in summer there. Ang init doon pagka-summer. Well, actually,
Talaga?
all year round naman mainit eh.
Well, sa Philippines,
Oh.
mainit talaga dyan.
Oo, dito ngayon, mainit na. I
And
mean, wala nang
it's hot.
wala nang pinipiling oras, araw.
Mm.
Kahit
Yeah.
kahit sarap-sarap na natulog mo, parang lagkit na lagkit ako ah.
Wala yan. Non-stop talaga yan.
Yun, so sa Tuguegarao ang grandparent ko sa Tuguegarao. But I grew up in a place called Tuao. It's a small town. It's an hour away from Tuguegarao City. So the airport is in Tuguegarao City.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So sabi mo nag-university ka sa Manila.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
saan ka nag-aaral nun, bale?
I graduated in Central Escolar University. So that's
Nagkapit-bahay
university.
lang pala tayo.
Where?
Eh di yung
Saan ka?
katapat lang na school mo.
Oh, San Beda?
Yes.
Hi neighbor.
Yes.
You graduated in what year did you graduate?
2005.
2005. Okay. 2005.
Teka, naano ko na tuloy.
Binilang
ilang
yung age
taon
mo
na.
eh. Binilang yung age mo eh, 2005.
Teka lang, ikaw ba? Ilan ka ba? Ilang year mo?
2010.
Hindi na kakalayo. Parang...
But it's a long story kasi. It's a long story because when I went to university, first year, I spent my first year college there, and then second year in 2004. So 2004, first year college, and then second year college, I finished the first semester, and then I went to Japan after that. Yep.
Oh.
And then I spent 2 years in Japan with my family. My parents live there. And I went back to the Philippines for university. Again, I finished my university education after that.
So may bloodline, Japanese bloodline kasi Harata, di ba?
No, no. My
Medyo-
stepfather is
Okay.
yeah, my stepfather is Japanese. So I was, as I told you at the beginning, I was born in Batangas. My biological dad is from Batangas. He was in the military, and unfortunately, he was killed in action
Oh, I'm sorry.
before I was
Oh.
born. So my mom was 6 months pregnant at that time.
Oh.
Yeah, so I didn't see my father. So after a while, my mom married again, and she got married to a Japanese, my stepdad, and he legally adopted me. That's why Harata is my surname now.
Pero you got the eyes.
Yeah, do I look like that?
Kala ko tuloy, ano.
Yeah.
So, anong feeling
Ayun.
nung first time mo ba nag-Japan no? Nung nagka-college ka or bata ka pa lang, nagpupunta ka na rin sa Japan?
Yes, first time when I was 17. Yeah.
So, yung
that
ano
was-
yun, yung sabi mo after second semester mo tapos.
Yeah, after second semester of my second year in university, I went to Japan for the first time.
So, ano yun? Parang vacation or parang sabi ni mommy mo, dito ka na, mag-work ka na or mag-study ka na. Yun na yung parang sinabi sa'yo.
Actually, the plan was just visit. And then after that, and at that time, visitor visa was 6 months? It was valid for 6 months, right? So that was the plan. And then extend my visa as a long-term resident, which was possible at that time. I don't think it's possible this time anymore. But yeah, that was the plan. Just go on a tour, go on a tourist visa, and then extend my visa as a long-term resident, and then go back to study.
Para lang maano mo yung visa
Yeah.
mo. Magkaroon ka.
But I really enjoyed Japan. Ang ganda-ganda rin Japan, syempre, at the time. So, I'm excited ka, wow, Japan! And I went there summer. So
Saan
summer
sa Japan? Saan?
Saitama, Ken.
Saitama, Kin.
That was in Saitama. Yeah. So yeah, I stayed there for a couple of months, and then my mom extended my visa, and then I said, "Can I stay for a bit?" And then I stayed. But then I got bored. Like everybody's going to work. My mom, my stepdad, my
Iwan ka na sa
uncle.
bahay.
Yeah, I was alone at home, so I got really, really bored. At the beginning, it was exciting. I was going to stores, to the malls,
Shopping.
walking alone, and across from our place is junior high school, so I can hear the students always, doing activities. But yeah, I got bored for a bit, and I told my mom, maybe I should join you. Maybe I should work with you. Ayun. Yun na nagsimula yung work experience ko sa Japan. Tapos sabi ng
Pero-
mom ko,
Sige, go ahead. Sabi ng
sabi ng
mom
mom ko, are you sure? Gusto mo mag-work? Like, you want to go to work? Well, you gotta go back to the Philippines. You have to enroll for this for the second semester. Yun.
Eh,
Ayan.
Sabi ko,
So, wait lang. Meron tayong so comment natin si Arlene Matsumura. Says, hi. Good evening, Ma'am Katrina and Maridit Lawigan. Watching from
hi.
Tugie dito.
Tugigaraw. That's what I meant earlier. Tugigaraw. You see.
Ay,
My audience
Nakashima,
likes
hi,
Tugigaraw.
Ma'am Kat. Oo. Marvin Marasigan, hi, Batanggenyo here.
Oh,
Yan.
sis Marvin. Oh, hi. Alae.
Yan.
Alae.
eh.
Yeah. I
Pero
haven't
totoo
seen
yan,
my
ah.
biological.
Totoo yun sa
Alin?
Japan, Pag,
Alin?
pag wala kang work doon or pag hindi ka busy, ang boring. Kailangan talaga may gagawin ka.
Lahat
Hindi
sila
pwedeng,
lahat sila may
oo.
ginagawa di ba? Kaya sabi ko, ay, pwede ba akong sumali sa inyo? Gusto ko rin magtrabaho. Mali mo magkapera. Pero, minor de edad, diba? 17, minor de edad. Sabi ng mama ko, ano, bakit? Hindi, dito ka na. Sige na, try ko.
Ano ba
Ayun.
ito?
So, hindi talaga, hindi ka
Arubaito siya.
hindi ka nakapag-work nun.
Well, actually, nung time na yon, nakapag-work ako. So, na-kumbinsi ko yung nanay ko. Sabi ko, sige na. So, dinala niya ako sa trabaho niya. And she was working at a factory that time, a food factory. But she was assigned in the meat section. So, she was slicing bacons and mga dried meats. Yeah. So, yun, dinala niya ako doon, nag-apply ako. Tapos sabi sa akin, oh, sure ka? Bata-bata mo pa. Yeah. Wala mo akong ginagawa sa bahay. Oh, sige na, join ka. Ayun, natanggap ako. So, yun.
Kamusta
So, how
naman
was
yung
it?
experience?
Ayan.
You know what? What I really can't forget, my mom cried when she saw me work. Oh,
Ba't nahihirapan ka ba? Or
hindi.
wala lang?
Na-heartbroke lang kasi nakita niya nagli-labor na yung anak niya.
Oo, hindi siya sanay. Kasi yung time na yun, ang binigay sa aking work, yung sa kamatis, yung naghahalo ng kamatis. Tapos, yung kamatis, sasandukin mo yon, ilalagay mo sa conveyor belt na may mga plastic. Tapos pagdaan sa machine, mapapack na yon. So parang ano na siya,
Finishing na.
naka-plastic na siya. Kaya lang yung trabaho ko, naghahalo ng kamatis, ganun. Talagang hard labor. Yung sandok, hindi siya, it wasn't a kilo. Talagang parang 5 kilos yata yung gamitin. I was 17, I was so skinny at that time. And when my mom saw me working,
alam niya siguro na yun yung the hardest job dun sa part ng isang line. Kaya siguro.
But I was having fun. It was fun. And ang pinaka-fun, and the most fun part of it is that after a month of working,
yes, yan pinakamasarap na part doon.
Laki ng pera, di ba?
the taste of your labor after a
Tapos
month of working.
wala kang babayaran na rin kasi nandun ka kay mami mo nakatira. Lahat sa'yo, buo yung sweldo mo.
Exactly. Oo,
So, ano una mong
buo.
binili?
Ang una kong binili, ano ba? Unang-una, nilibre ko muna sila. Yung tito ko, yung mom ko, yung stepdad ko. Sa ramen house. As far as I can remember. Yeah. Tapos bumili ako ng, actually, books yung binili ko for myself that time.
Books?
Yeah. And I
Japanese
Paano
said,
books? Japanese?
anime books. At that time, yung my store na, I still can't read Japanese at that time. So I went to a bookstore where there are English books, and I found the, what's that called? Anime
Section.
books in English. In English.
In
But
English
it's a little
naman.
expensive. So yung una kong binili, yung Rurouni Kenshin na collection, tapos yung Ranma. If you know
Ranma
Ranma.
one half.
Ranma 1/2. Yeah.
Nagiging babae siya pag
And ano pa ba? Yung history books na makakapal. Kasi mahilig ako sa history. So, yung mga hardcovered na history books.
Ang Japan?
Sa Japan.
Okay.
I forgot the name
Pero
of
in
the
English,
store.
lahat yung nabili mo in English?
Yeah, in English.
Okay.
So imagine that Rurouni Kenshin book, comic book was
Yung manga? Yes.
1,000 yen. Yes, the manga is 1,000 yen
1,000
at that
yen.
time. So it's like, I
So
can
may-
afford this now.
So mahilig ka sa paborito mo ba siya o nagkataon lang yun yung English kaya yun yung nabili mo?
Actually, nagkataon lang siya.
Para naging curious ka lang.
Yeah, I was curious, but I heard about Rurouni Kenshin before, so I was like, maybe I should read that. But I have to start in English since I can't speak Japanese. I can't read Japanese at that time. So, yeah.
So ano yung lifestyle changes nung from transitioning from Philippines to Japan noon at a young age?
At a young age, yeah,
Kasi usually, di ba, mga
Actually-
adults ang lumilipad di ba? So, iba
Yeah,
yung
adults
transition
and-
nun.
Yeah, and I was working with adults at the factory. Yeah, so I was like, the first thing that really, I wouldn't say shocked, but, yeah, I thought, syempre sa factory. So I thought older people were perfect. I was thought like that. Maybe all of us were thought like that in the Philippines, right? I thought adults were perfect, but at the factory, some people are fighting. There are other nationalities working with you, like Chinese, South Africans, Japanese, and there were times that a lot of them yell at each other. So I was shocked, really, really shocked at it. I was like, I thought parents are perfect. I thought they don't fight.
They
Ano
don't
bang,
fight, they don't make mistakes, yung
yeah,
ganon.
it's like I grew up thinking that life with adults is a perfect world. Yeah, so that was shocking to me.
Yun.
Yeah. Yun,
So,
but yeah, it's really nice in Japan. Yeah, no more traffic.
yes.
It's really nice to travel. The transportation was really good. I was amazed. The people were polite. They still are, anyway. So
So how did you commute to work nun?
to work from Saitama to Tokyo. So we lived in Saitama.
Saitama to
It was
Tokyo?
Napakalayo nun ah.
Yeah, it was an hour away from our house. It's like, yeah. So bus from our place, no bus, train from our place at the train station to Tokyo, and then from Tokyo, I took the bus to the factory.
Then
Yeah, so
17, ikaw lang mag-isa nun?
I was with my mom.
Okay.
So same
So
shift
same
kayo?
place with my mom.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I wasn't supposed to work until 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. But because I was working with my mom, they allowed me. Because I was just 17. So you're supposed to work until 4 o'clock, I think, when you're
Pero
under
di
18.
pagod ka na. Tapos anong reason pinaka-priority mo bakit nag-work ka?
Actually,
Dahil
not. I didn't really feel tired at that time. I was always excited to go to work. I don't know. Maybe because I was young. I don't know. I was always excited, and I was with my
Wow.
mom. I didn't really feel like I was alone.
You're
So
having fun nung
yeah,
habang
I
nag-work
was
ka doon.
having fun, and I had friends there too, and yeah, they were really fun. Yeah.
Oh, at least, di
So
ba? Yung iba, lalo na yung mga galing sa Philippines, tas bata ka pa, pag dumating ka sa ganun, medyo maku-culture shock ka. Then parang pag naka-experience ka ng labor, parang mabibigla ka, parang, di ba, magkukwit na lang. Palalo, mahirap, mainit.
Every time na pag-uwi ng trabaho, nagdadabog.
Siguro
Patulubad
kung
doon.
mag-isa lang ako noon, siguro kung mag-isa lang ako, kung wala yung mom ko, siguro ganun din yung naramdaman ko. Parang, nakakapagod naman. Nakakaano naman,
Sa
wala si mom.
bagay.
Siyempre, pagkasama ko yung mom ko, ay, may baon. Like, may baon mo. Sabay pa kami ng break time.
Tsaka-
Di ba, ang saya.
Tsaka hindi nakakapagod rin kasi hindi yung pera, sa'yo lang lahat yun eh. Walang na ano eh.
Yung reward dun eh.
Hindi katulad ng adults,
Honestly,
hindi katulad ng adults, pinaghirapan mo tapos bayad kotse, bayad apartment, bayad kuryente, bayad...
totoo. I feel, totoo. Naramdaman ko yan nung lumipat na ako. Pero actually, nung time na yon, nung 17 ako, ang motivation ko, honestly ang motivation ko noon, yung pera talaga, gusto ko hindi naman mag-ipon, gusto kong bumili ng gusto ko. Diba? Pero, sa totoo lang, wala akong nabili yata na gusto ko. Yung mga libro lang. But, yeah, when I had money, I just sent money to my grandpa. I grew up with my grandpa in Cagayan. I bought a lot of things for my cousins. I got excited when I had money, and then I even bought my cousin a PSP. So yeah.
Galante
Yeah.
naman.
So they said, "Oh, you want to be your cousin?" Yeah, gusto ko silang bilhan ng mga gusto nila. Yun, parang ang saya kasi pagka, diba?
Nag-give back ka naman
Oo, kahit hindi sabihin sa'yo na gusto ko yan. Pero pag nakita mo, parang, ay, masaya sila pag may ganito. Bilang kita. Sige, gusto mo, meron ako. So, hindi talaga ako nakaipon.
Pero bumalik ka sa Philippines para i-continue yung university mo after nun.
So, yun yung naging reason? Kaya ka bumalik? Sabi mo,
Kaya ako bumalik. Oo, kaya ako bumalik nun. So, sa totoo lang, nung mga oras na yon,
parang ayaw mo na bumalik.
Marami tayong nagsasabi, why are you in Japan? I'm working. So why are you going back to the Philippines? Well, I wanna finish my school, wanna finish my education. Why are people studying, diba? So they're studying because they want to have a job in the future, and if they get a job in the future, then they'll earn some money. So that's the the timeline.
Mm.
And then they say, "You're here in Japan. Why are you going back? You're working. You're earning a lot of money already. Maybe more than professionals in the Philippines. So you don't have to go back." But my mom and my other friends, they were always like, I think it's better to go back. Just get your education. Nobody's in a rush.
Mm.
You'll work in the future anyway. So why just don't go back?" And my mom was like, "Go back right now. You have to finish. You have to finish school no matter
Kasi
what."
talaga ni Mami na
Yeah,
talagang
and
magtatapos ka.
at that time, I got a half scholarship in CEU, so money wasn't really a big problem.
Talino naman pala.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Hindi lang.
Obvious na obvious.
Ano ulit yung course
Yeah.
mo? Sorry, ano ulit yung course mo nun?
It's called Family Economics. I think it's only offered in offered in Central Escolar University at that
Family
time.
Economics. So pinili
Yeah.
mo talaga yun? I mean, yun na talaga yung nagustuhan mo nun?
No, no. I was at a loss like everybody else.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh well, I shouldn't say everybody else. But there are some.
Well, ganun din naman ako nun. Yung parang pagpasok ko, sige, ito na
Majority.
nga lang
Majority.
muna.
Lagyan na natin sa
Kasi dito
majority.
yung friends ko, sige, ito na lang
Majority.
ako.
Oh.
I'm gonna choose this
Oo,
kasi
diba?
all of my
Ano-
friends, di ba?
Yeah. Anong course mo sa San Beda?
Business management. And then,
Oh, okay, okay. Mm-hmm. I see. Stuff
parang nung mga time na hindi ko pa alam, parang sana nga nag-marketing na lang ako. Tapos,
Ganun din eh. Ako,
sa
nag-business
isipin
marketing
ko
ako
pa
eh.
mag-philosophy sana ako.
Mag-marketing.
Kaso, nasa gitna na ako, matatapos na. Sige na nga, tutuloy ko. Tatapusin ko na lang to.
Sige, natapusin na natin.
Kasi
yan.
naging intriguing yung philosophy. Sabi ko parang
Mhm.
maganda yung mahilig kasi ako makipag-usap about yung makipag-debate or makipag-usap about certain topic. So, natuwa ako kasi maganda yung Kaso parang malapit na ako matapos. Graduate na ako. Maano pa yung ibang credits. So, hindi ko na lang ginawa. Parang ganun.
Tuloy
So,
mo na lang.
And
So,
syempre, typical Filipino college graduates. Hindi yun yung trabaho na binaksakan namin.
Naging kami, mambabakal.
Mambabakal.
Syempre,
Mambabakal
yun
ay
naman.
lalakas ng mambabakal.
Hindi, yun lang yung parang ginagamit namin term dito sa Japan na syempre di ba sa factory tas sa mga ng car. Hindi na this is not negative. Wala nga doon. Ano lang namin yung
No, I
biruan
don't
lang
think
namin
so.
yun. Pero di ba baka may ma-offend or something, hindi yun. Walang, it's not
Yeah.
We're
Uy, marami kayong pera.
Wala na.
Oo. Wala na.
Kayo yung maraming
Dati.
Hindi,
Kayo yung maraming
nung-
pera.
Hindi.
Dati yung
Wala
overtime
na kami
na
nakikita puro na lang.
Puro bills.
Pag-overtime na. Puro bills.
Naalala
Di ba
ko.
sa Japan di ba? Kung ano yung available kung ano yung nandyan na trabaho, sige lang, go lang and go.
Actually, maraming
Maraming-
trabaho. Huwag ka lang mapili. Huwag ka lang mapili. Kahit ano yan, andyan dyan, nakalatag lahat na work dyan. So, nasa sayo na lang yan kung gusto mo yan, trabaho na yan, o gawin mo to. Kung gusto mo mas mahirap, mas malaking sweldo, meron. Kaso syempre, mas mahirap yung work, yung labor, mas mahirap.
Mas mabigat
It's up
sa
to you
katawan.
kung magugustuhan mo yon. Pero, worth naman siya na malaking kikita mo talaga.
Meron nga ako naalalang kasabihan eh. Yung pag dyan sa Japan, minsan pag marami ka ng expenses na rin, di ba? Kasi minsan, yun yung nakakalimutan mo eh. Bili ka neto, swipe neto, ganyan. Yung nagsabi sa akin, hindi ko talaga makakalimutan yun eh. Sabi ko, bro, kamusta yung sweldo mo? Wala akong sweldo, trabaho lang.
Parang kilala ko yung nagsasabi nun.
Kilala. Sino yun?
Parang narinig ko na yun eh.
Sino sa inyong tatlo? Sabay na lang.
Parang kilala ko yun. Yung tahimik. Well, pagka may family ka, responsible ka, usually, syempre, doon naman talaga madadala lahat yun. So, hindi naman siya...
Lalo na kung ikaw lang rin talaga yung breadwinner, syempre, mahal ang cost of living sa Japan. Lalo na pag may students, may anak ka na nag-aaral na, di ba? So,
Pero it's worth it naman. Kumbaga, I will not... Kasi nagkaroon ako moment, single pa ako, na parang yung sabi mo nung kanina, lahat ng pera mo is sa'yo lang, 100% mo nang kuha. So, siguro tax na lang yung nababawa. So, nagbabayad. Ano na lang, nabibili mo lahat. Tapos nagbibigay ka pa minsan. Tapos minsan darating na lang yung sweldo na naman, parang gano'n. So, nagkaroon ako ng mga gano'n. Pero yung happiness na meron ako ngayon, kasi may family na ako, may 2 anak na ako. Kumbaga hindi mo mako-compare happiness na meron ako kung i-weigh mo yung pera na meron ako before. Is hindi siya ganong hindi mo mako-compare. Yung dalawa.
Oo,
Mas
syempre
maganda
iba
yung
pa rin yung
ngayon.
happiness. It weighs more. Diba?
Kasi nung time na yun, ang dami mong pera, hindi mo alam anong gusto mo gawin eh. Sabi mo nga, di ba, hindi mo alam anong gusto mo bilhin. Kasi, so yun lang yung
Ma-overwhelm ka dun sa dami ng pera na natatanggap mo sa pinagtrabahuhan mo. Tapos parang ang
parang
choice mo na lang,
minsan-
bili ka muna ng gamit na ganito.
minsan
bili
pupunta
ka ng
lang sa
ganyan.
wala, ganon. Kaya parang walang reason. Sabi nga, di mo tinanong kanina ni anong reason mo bakit ka nag-work? Usually we have reasons why we work, di ba? Usually for our family to provide. So, syempre pag single ka, wala ka namang binibigyan, wala kang anak or someone na inaano. So, yun yung sabi ko rin nung before, parang ano ba to, wala naman akong reason bakit ako nag-work, bakit ako nagsisipag.
Pero minsan naisip mo, wala kang reason, pero pagka nagbibigay ka na, katulad nung time ko, parang, ano ba yun? Gusto kong maraming pera, maraming nakaipon, pero padala ka ng padala. Minsan naisip mo, ay, yung pinsan ko, gusto kong bilhin ng ganito. O kaya, oy, yung kapitbahay namin, kailangan ng tuition fee. O, sige.
Talaga,
Oy, si
pati
lolo mo,
kapitbahay, umabot
si lolo mo, ganito, ganyan. O, gusto niya ng ganyan.
Wow.
At yung lola ko din may sakit noon, yung time na yun. May, diabetic siya. So, padala rin ako noon. Kaya lang, ano mo yun, pag bata ka, nung time na yun, pag bata ka, ay, gusto ko to, gusto ko yan, gusto ko rin magpadala. So, yung sabi mo nga na diba?
Tapos
Parang
pag tagal-tagal
wala.
magbabago din. Magbabago
Different
din
priorities na.
yung priorities. So,
Nagmamature ka na kasi. Diba?
So, yun, tama yung gano'n.
mas pang-iingatan mo na yung kinikita mo. Mas doon mo na siya ilalagay sa importante. So, magbabago naman along the way.
Well, meron tumatanda rin na paurong paminsan, alam mo yun, hindi mo maiwasan.
Sino
yung
yun?
mga people na...
Dapat di tayo ganun.
Oo. Siyempre priorities.
Tama.
Pero siyempre,
Because-
may mga taong ganon. Hindi mo talaga mapipigilan rin.
Sa bagay, hindi mo iwasan.
That's reality.
Hindi naman tayo
Oh,
perfecto,
that's
diba?
reality.
Pero yung sabi nga ni Yuji, basta masaya ka. Diba?
Yeah.
Happiness is really important.
Yes.
Kahit marami kang pera, kung ano naman yun.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, masaya rin naman ako nun. Pero parang wala siyang reason. Parang nawawalan ka na
Empty.
ng reason. Empty. Yun.
Oo, yung ganung pakiramdam.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
Masaya ka. Hindi ba sabihin nila, napaka-ano ko naman na diapers, hindi ako masaya. Masaya ako, nabibili ko lahat ng gusto ko. Pero at the end of the day, may kulang or hindi ka masaya or gano'n. Diba?
Oo.
So, yun.
Oo, naramdaman ko din yan.
Yeah.
Parang kulang, di ba?
Lambing tuloy ng tulog ni Yuji mamaya niya.
Mukhang makakatulog ako sa malaking kama mamaya. Hindi ako
Kailan
sa
ka ba
sahig.
nagsimula, Yuji? Kailan ka nagsimula nagtrabaho sa Japan?
Actually, after I graduated 2005.
Oh,
Few
okay.
months lang, diretso na agad ako dito.
Diretso ka na sa ano? Oh.
Kasi panganay.
Fresh.
So, panganay. Tapos, yun na, tumulong na ako sa mami ko.
Fresh from the
Para
boat.
Yes. So, hindi na ako actually naka-work sa Philippines. Hindi ko na-experience yung magtrabaho dyan, mag-work. Tsaka yung OJT siguro meron, pero yung job talaga na tapos yung hindi ko na-feel. Parang parang na-miss ko siguro yun, pero hindi naman ako
Hindi man kawalan.
Ikaw ba, nung bumalik ka, sabi mo nag-aral ka ulit, then, did you work there sa Philippines or did you bumalik ka ulit sa Japan?
Hindi na. Pagkatapos ko gumraduate, bumalik na ako sa ano. So I graduated 2010 and then after that, because I majored in food management, minored in education, I took the license.
So nag-change ka ng course?
Oh, the course, the degree is called family economics.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, family economics, but the major is I majored in food management and then minored in education. That's why it's a special kind of course. That's why it's only offered in CEU before.
Ilang years lahat yun?
That's 4
4-year
years.
course.
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years
Nag-isip pa
pala.
eh. 4 Kasi yung yung timeline ko, diba, magulo. But it's a 4-year degree. It's a 4-year degree. Yeah, so after I graduated, since I have units in education, I took the licensure exam for teachers. So I stayed for a couple of months to review for the test. I reviewed in Philippine Normal University, maybe 3 months or 4 months review. And I took the test, and then I passed, and then went to Japan. I didn't use my license in the Philippines, unfortunately. Yeah.
So,
So,
Tapos
pagbalik mo
pagbalik,
ng Japan ulit, um,
mhm.
paano, work na talaga yung purpose ng pagbalik mo?
Yeah,
Or,
work. Oo, trabaho na talaga yung ano ko, yung goal ko doon. Let's go back a bit dun sa mga days ko sa factory days. So, 'di ba, nag 2 years ako doon. Dalawang taon ako doon, tapos yung mama ko, 'di ba, kinokumbinsi niya akong bumalik ka, kailangan mo tapusin yung pag-aaral mo. Lahat naman ng nanay gano'n, kailangan mo tapos pag-aaral mo. Pero nasa iyo pa rin yung nasa iyo pa rin yung kung anong gusto mong piliin. Pinili kong bumalik sa Pilipinas. So, nung time na yun, sabi ko, syempre, araw-araw sa factory, syempre pag bata ka, gusto mo may bago. Gusto mo may exciting. 2 years ka na ginagawa yon. Kaya sabi ko, ano kayong gagawin ko? Kung babalik ako, anong gagawin ko? Tapos, naisip ko, yung mga katrabaho namin noon, nagpapaturo ng English, ganun. Sabi ko, ano kaya? Balik na lang ako, tapos nun, magturo akong English pagbalik ko dito. Promise. May gano'n po. Magturo akong English, promise. Yun yung goal ko. Aside ko, yung kurso ko naman sa Pilipinas, kasi in the middle of ko ba? May education naman, sabi ko. So, baka posible magturo ko ng English. So, yun yung goal ko. Kaya pagbalik ko ng Japan, sabi ko, mag-a-apply ako. I wanted to apply for an English teaching job at that time. So, yun. Doon ako nagsimula.
So, kumusta naman
from
yung...
anong year?
Sige, go.
So, from nagsimula ka ng year na nagturo until ilang years?
So, nagsimula ako 2011. So, dumating ako sa Japan ng 2011 January. Tapos nagturo ako
naghanap
ng
ka na?
April. Naghanap ako online, daming interviews, ganun.
Ano yung mga pinag-apply mga talagang Japanese schools or yung mga private?
I applied online. Most of them are language schools. They were language schools. So I applied online. But I didn't have any training on teaching English as a foreign language. So, ignorante ba ako? Kumbaga, nag-apply ako, but I didn't know what it was. Like, akala ko parang teacher ka sa Japan. Parang teacher sa Pilipinas. Tuturo mo English na parang ganun. So I didn't have any idea, which is, I think, thinking about it now, I think it's stupid that I didn't have any background on what I wanted to do. So, yeah, so I applied, I went for interviews, and then I failed, and then interview, and I failed. And then I found the Filipino English Teachers in Japan group. So one of my friends told me, "Oh, Kat, I heard from your mom." It was my mom's friend who was working at the same factory that we worked before. Called me and said, I called my mom and just like, "Oh, how's your daughter? She's back in Japan." Tapos sabi niya, "What, is she looking for a job?" And my mom was like, "Yeah, but I think she wants to become an English teacher." And then that friend, her name's Anna, that friend said, "Oh, I'm going to a workshop tomorrow." My friend's mom has a workshop. That's Miss Aurora. Yeah. "And do you want to come tomorrow?" Tomorrow, right away. So I went to that workshop. I attended that workshop and I enjoyed it. And Aurora, the founder of FETJ, Filipino English Teachers in Japan, she was so nice to me. And when I met her, I said, "Oh, straight from the Philippines." I applied for jobs. I didn't get any. I was interviewed, but I really had no training, no idea. And then she said, "Okay, come to my house. I'll make you a teacher." So that was the start. Yeah.
galing.
So, yun, ang galing ni Miss Ao talaga. Ang galing-galing sa kanya. "I'll make you a teacher, Iha." Sabi ko, talaga
Iha,
po,
may iha
close na agad tayo. Pero talaga, pumunta ako sa bahay niya. Ayun, in-invite niya ako doon. kumusta ako, sabi niya, ganito dapat ang ginagawa. Ganito ang ginagawa sa English teaching in Japan. Hindi porke marunong ka mag-English, pwede ka na magturo. Kailangan mo ng training, kailangan mo talagang equip yung sarili mo sa ganitong klaseng environment.
So,
Sabi
break
niya,
down niya yun lahat sa'yo.
oo, sabi niya, in the Philippines, it's our second language. It's different from Japan. We're teaching English as a foreign language. So it's in the Philippines, it's ESL, and in Japan, it's EFL. So I was like, oh, I didn't even know that. Why did I even apply for those jobs? Why did I go to those interviews without knowing that? So yeah, she taught me everything. And then I went to her house for training for teaching, training for interviews. It's like personal coaching at that time. And then, syempre wala akong pera. I didn't have any money that time. Like, straight from the Philippines, and I didn't work. I just want to teach. I didn't want to look for another job. And she gave me some money even for my transportation, for the bus, bus fare. Yeah, sabi ko, ay, wag na po. Pero after that, sabi niya, tatawag siya sa akin. Sabi niya, Iha, check your pocket. Huh? What pocket? As yun, 1,000 yen for my bus fare. She was really nice.
Napakabait naman niya.
Ang bait.
Sensei na sensei.
Yes.
Yeah, she's really nice. Until now, ganun pa rin siya.
Nanonood ba siya ngayon, ma'am?
I'm not sure. I think it's too late. So maybe
Maybe we can tag natin next time.
Balikan ko lang sa mga viewers natin, pa-like and share po. And also kay Mark Ibrahim Lawigan ulit. It's great to talk about the lives of OFWs, the struggles and the ease after hardship. Good content. Yan. Thank you, sir.
Oh, that's my cousin.
From Qatar. Watching from
Hello,
Qatar.
watching.
Yeah, from Qatar. I bought him a PSP with my friend.
Siya yun.
Ano ba yun?
Oy, ang swerte mo ha.
Oh, yeah.
Oo. But, may kapalit yun.
Ano naman yung pinigay sa'yo?
Kailangan, sabi ko, I'll buy you this, pero kailangan meron kang honor sa school. Ganun.
Okay,
Pero,
academic
okay naman
exchange.
siya.
Okay.
And Kurara. Katakana yung sulat Kurara. Tapos may kanji na. Sorry.
Kanji.
Oh, yan. Julian Aragon. Hi to my friend in Canada.
Oh,
And
those are my
Maridit
friends.
Lawigan. Been working abroad too, but you've got a giant leap than we do. Keep it up. We are so much proud of you. And Erms De Leon, watching from Toronto. Oh, Canada din.
Thank you. Thank you
Go
sa
on.
mga viewers.
Okay, maraming salamat po.
Yan, thank you
Yeah,
for
si
watching.
Miss Kurara, that's my mom. I'm glad you're watching, Mom.
Hi,
I'm
Mommy.
really glad.
Thank you po
I'm
for
really
watching.
Ay,
Yeah,
si
I'm
Mami
happy
pala
na
yun,
ayos.
Mami.
Yeah,
Ano yung-
I wasn't
so-
expecting.
Yung kanji is Harata, right?
Harata.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
tama yung square na ta pa rin.
Oh, Harata, not Harada.
Yes, okay.
Kasi yun yung problema dyan sa square na yun, yung apat na boxes na yan. Pag tinabi mo yun sa iba, iba na rin yung meaning eh. Pero mostly, ta eh.
That's
See, I still know my kanji.
Uy, meron din tayong viewer from Laguna. Yan,
Uy,
Ali Castillo.
Philippines. Hi.
Uy, maraming salamat po
Ali
for
Castillo.
watching. Thank you
Meron
po.
tayo sa Pilipinas.
Yes, sa Toronto.
Qatar.
Dito sa Japan.
That's really nice. Thank you
Yes,
guys for
Maraming
watching.
salamat. Yes. Sana
Yes.
nag-enjoy kayo. Pag meron pa kayong mga comments or mga questions para kay Kat, go lang. Comment lang. Di ba may mga mga
May-
questions sila about how you
Buhay
transition?
abroad ah.
Baka
Buhay
meron-
abroad
Oo.
lang.
Di ba meron sila mga pwedeng advice ka for later?
Oh, baka makatulong din ako, di ba? So,
Balikan ko lang yung pagkabalik, dun sa pagbalik mo, tapos naghahanap ka ng job, tapos hindi ka na-apply, hindi ka na tatanggap. So, kumusta naman yung feeling? Did you, parang naano ka ba? Nawalan ka ba ng gana? Or was it also a motivation for you to parang to strive and lalo pa mag-aaral pa?
Oo, nung una, parang nawalan ako ng gana, parang na-hurt ako. Bakit hindi ako tinatanggap? Kahit Pilipino ako, di ba? I mean, hindi ko dapat sabihin na kahit Pilipino. Kasi, syempre, English yung tuturo mo. Bakit di ako tinatanggap? Sa Pilipinas naman, yung edukasyon natin, mula grade, kinder, Mula
Kinder
kinder
pala.
hanggang nag-university na tayo. Tinuturo sa atin, ang medium of instruction is English, right? So parang, bakit hindi ako natatanggap? Pero, ang kulang lang pala, nag-reflect ako sa sarili ko, ang kulang lang pala yung alam ko. So, kailangan intindihin ko kung nasaan ako, ano yung kailangan nila, hindi yung kailangan ko. So yun, sabi ko, napag-isip-isip ko na, dapat pala hindi yung kailangan ko, hindi lang yung pwede kong i-offer, hindi lang
Yes.
yung pwede kong ibigay, pero ano yung gusto nilang makuha sa akin.
Yes.
So,
Kasi
ayun.
for the people listening, sa Japan kasi pag nag-set sila ng standard, yun talaga. O ano yan, buong country yan. So if you do not learn yung standards nila or if you do not comply to those standards, hindi ka talaga nila tatanggapin. Even though kahit super qualified ka or basta kailangan ma-shoot mo muna yung standards na yun. And then, ayan, makukuha mo rin yung mga
Tama
gusto
si
mong
Carlo
makuha.
dyan. Yeah. Pero naging challenge din. Kailangan galingan ko. Kailangan aralin ko pa more. Aral pa more. Kailangan alamin ko pa yung kultura nila, kung ano yung kailangan nila. So, syempre sa una, mararamdaman mo, ay, sakit. Hindi nila ako tanggap.
Hindi ka naman na-discourage na parang, sige na
Hindi
nga, babalik na
naman.
lang ako sa factory. Hindi na ako magti-teacher. Wala naman ganon.
Minsan naisip ko yun, kaya lang kailangan subukan kahit gaano katagal, pag gusto mo talaga. Diba? Sabi ko,
How long
pwede
did
naman
it
ako
take yung training mo kay Ma'am Aura?
kay Ma'am
Aurora.
Au. Forever, hanggang umalis ako training pa rin niya ako
Ay,
Wow.
talaga?
So doon, lagi pa rin ako nagtatanong sa kanya, dami natututunan, lagi pa rin siya nag-a-advise. Pero nung mga oras na yon na nag-training ako sa kanya, bago ako nagkaroon ng trabaho, siguro mga isang buwan ako pabalik-balik sa bahay nila. Ganon. Tapos nakakuha ko yung trabaho. Pagkatapos nun, nag-attend ako ng workshops in the weekend. So even though when I was teaching already, I attended workshops in the weekends, and then I still learned from other people at that time. So, yun. Inspiring siya.
So yung nakuha mo na yung job, kumusta naman yung feeling, yung nakuha mo na yung first job mo as a teacher? Kumusta naman yung, how did you feel ba nun?
Really, really happy. Parang yung feeling na, yes!
So, sino una mong tinawagan nun?
Ang unang tinawagan yung mom ko. Yung mom ko, tanggap na ako. Tapos, syempre, malagay mo yung stepdad ko sa photo. Tanggap na ako kasi yung stepdad ko provided for my suits, my first suits. At that time, he paid 40,000 yen for that suit. Sabi ko, yung mang? Ang mahal naman yan. Magkano yun sa Pilipinas? Pag pinilatan mo ng pesos, siguro 20 mil. Kasi yung yen noon, malakas na 45, 50, di ba? Sabi ko, ayokong gamitin yan, mahal-mahal.
Pero yun pa yung mga basic pa nga actually, yung mga ganun, di ba? Well, basic
tapos
pa.
tinawagan ko na si Miss Au after noon kasi siya yung una kong pinasalamatan, tsaka si Ate Ana na nagsabing attend ka ng workshop ni Miss Au. So, ayun, happy naman sila sa akin. I'm really thankful.
So, yun yung bali naging work mo? Duration na nandito ka sa Japan? Tuloy-tuloy yun? Yun lang yung naging work mo? Saan? Pwede yung ba na malaman saan? Ano ba siyang school? School ba siya Japanese school or?
Yung una kong trabaho, my first one was in a language school. I'm not sure if I can say that, but it's a language school. Yung parang mga Berlitz, ganun ang niya. Ang type. It's an after-school English school. So, I started at like 1 o'clock and finished at 8 p.m. So, it's usually after the kids come back from school. So, I taught kids plus elementary level plus junior high school level. Yeah, and that I did for 1 year in that language school. So after that, I applied for a job at the Board of Education in Saitama again. Yeah.
Board of Education. Oh, okay. So
yeah,
paano yun? What do you mean Board of Education sa Saitama? Paano yun?
Pagka kasi English teaching, we have what we call as the Board of Education. You apply for the Board of Education, or you can work at a board of education or a dispatching company. Pag dispatching company siya, the contracts are usually 1 year. And then after that, they will renew you 1 year again, 1 year again. And the other one is the Board of Education. You'll be directly hired by the company. So if you are working with the dispatch company, there's this company, the Board of Education, and this is you. So, parang sila yung nasa gitna, middleman. And there's another one, the language school. If you've seen those language schools in the mall, yun yun.
Yeah. Okay.
So 3 types yun. Or you can have your own business, and that's what's a lot of people are doing now. You can do it in a coffee shop, or you can do it in a rented space, like I also did in Japan.
Okay.
Oh, so kumusta naman yung pag-apply mo sa Board of Education?
The Board of Education, you need a lot more experience when you apply for the Board of Education. Kasi ang boss mo na is yung Japanese the Ministry of Education. Kailangan mo ng 1 year. You need 1 year of experience from working at a dispatch company or working at a public school, I should have said, not just working at the language school. So gusto nila, meron kang experience doon. So my experience with the language school was like, I taught for 4 days at the language school, at the mall, and then for 1 day at a public school.
Okay.
So in the ads, they say, oh, you should have a 1 year worth of experience in a public school. Technically, ang kontrata ko, 1 year, di ba? Pero once a week lang. Sabi ko, applyan ko nga yun kasi nakalagay naman 1 year eh. Diba? Sabi ko, pag tinanong nila ako, sasabihin ko na once a week lang, di ba? So, pero in-applyan ko pa rin siya. Like, 1 year naman experience ko, nakalagay doon. Sige, go. Yan. And then I went to the Board of Education. I applied for it. I said I have 1 year worth of teaching experience in a public school. I didn't specify that I was only working once a week. Ayun, they interviewed me, and they only actually needed 1 teacher at that time. I was so nervous. Kasi syempre, minsan...
May discarding Pinoy pa din no? Meron pa rin.
Yun yung edge na tinatawag ko
Yan street smarts. Tawag yan street smarts.
Yeah. But at that time, I was also applying for another Board of Education. So, depende lang kung sinong mauuna, di ba? And then, I just wanted to know if I passed or not. So, after noon, tumawag yung Board of Education. Hindi Saitama, Fujimi City Board of Education yung nag-ano sa akin. Sabi, gusto namin yung, yung demonstration mo, gusto namin yung interview mo, and the interview was in Japanese. So most Board of Educations interview in Japanese. I think nowadays they also do English. There's a translator, or I don't know, it varies. But at that time, most of the Board of Educations interview in Japanese. Siyempre, nag-aaral pa akong Japanese.
Wait lang. Nung una, gusto mong maging English teacher. After nun, Board of Education na yung ina-applyan mo.
English teacher pa rin sa Board of Education.
Sa government, yun na.
Oo, sa government mismo. Empleyado ka na ng gobyerno mismo.
Okay.
Kaya puro Japanese talaga yung mga head talaga, yung mga...
Ayoko na nung middleman. Ayoko na yung dumaan sa, ano ba yung tawag na, agency? Parang ganun sa ibang word. Ayoko dumaan sa agency. Ayoko na diretso
nakaltasan ka na eh.
Oo.
Nakaltasan ka na eh. Kumurot na sila eh.
Kumbaga, pagka sa mga factory, may hakin guy siya pa. Tapos merong direct na shine ka or kaya ko shine. Parang ganon.
Ganon siya.
Okay.
So, yun yung
for the listeners, ang sinasabi namin is, yun nga, may mga agencies, kunwari, dahil hindi marunong lahat ng Pilipino mag-Nihongo, lalapit sila sa agency, yung agency magbibigay sa kanila ng trabaho na may mag-guide sa kanila na maraming Pilipino doon. Pero pag magaling ka, kung magaling ka naman mag-Nihongo, mag-Japanese, usually pwede ka nang dumiretso sa mga kumpanya. Tas,
Mm-mm.
ano na lang yun,
Tama.
lakasan na lang loob yun.
Direct na, no?
Ganun. Oo, ganun yung ginawa ko.
Nihongo Skoshidake.
Hindi pwede yun. Hindi pwede yung
Shidaki
konti
naman.
lang alam ko. Hindi.
Pero,
Oo,
wait lang.
pero
Sabi
ganun.
mo, in-interview ka ng Japanese, di ba sabi mo?
Oo, in-interview ako ng
So,
Japanese.
kailan ka nag-start mag-aaral ng Japanese noon?
Nung nag-start ako mag-aral ng Japanese nung una kong punta sa Japan.
Kasi sabi mo nung
2000.
una akong bumalik, una ka nagpunta, di ba bumibili ka puro English pa kasi hindi ka nga marunong Japanese. So, noong time na yun, nagsa-start ka na rin mag-aaral.
Nag-start na ako kasi it's frustrating. If you can't speak the language, you can't really do a lot of things. Like,
True.
I think what I would advise for Filipinos who wanna come to Japan, or go, I should say, kasi feeling ko nasa Japan pa rin ako. Or go to Japan, is to study the language. Just a little bit is okay. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to...
Basic Japanese is
Well, ang swerte nila ngayon, kasi lahat ng mga pupunta ngayon, may alam na yung mga Hapon. Hindi ka tulad dati, nung 90s, nung 80s, naku, pag pumunta ka doon, kahit yung nung early 2000s, pag pumunta ka, sabihin sa'yo, no,
Yeah.
Hindi ka maintindihan.
no.
Yeah, no Japanese. Ganun, diba? O no English.
No English,
Yeah,
no English.
Maganda yung may alam ka. It's a basic tool. Kahit konti lang. Ang hirap kasi nung pupunta ka sa grocery store, tapos sasabihin mo, I don't know, can I have this, can I have that? Tapos tatawa na sa, nani? Nandes ka? Ha?
Tapos meron pa yung sabihin nila go yen para sa 5 yen para sa plastic. So syempre sabihin nila sa Japanese yun, hindi mo alam, I don't know. Sabi niya, kukunin niya yung wallet mo. Kukunin niya yung, kinuha niya yung wallet ko, kinuha niya yung go yen, tapos kinuha niya yung plastic bag. Okay. So kinuha niya yung go yen, binigyan niya yung plastic bag, doon niya nilagay. Sabi ko, okay.
Oo.
Meron nga minsan yung dati hindi ka pa marunong nga din sa mga convenience store nga. Pag sinabi, hi ka na lang ng hi. Tapos minsan may mga nakalagay na sa'yo na hindi ko alam na binili mo rin. Teka lang, hindi ko ito binili Teka lang.
Tapos minsan hindi mo alam kung magkano babayaran mo. Bigyan mo, ichimang na lang. 10,000 yan. O kaya yung puro barya mo, ibibigay mo kasi hindi mo alam bilangin.
Tapos sila yung magbibilang sa harap mo. Tapos ibabalik nila sa iyo yung X is sobra na
Maganda maging training ground din yung nandun ka habang nandun ka sa factory. Tapos
Yes,
yung mga Japanese na coworker mo, medyo makikipag-communicate ka doon, tapos paunti-unti, pabarok-barok ng salita, yun yung malaking tulong na nakakapag-develop ng pagsasalita.
Kasi yung
ng
mga
Japanese.
kasi yung mga Hapon sa factory, they know na And they have to converse. So, sila mismo yung mag-a-adjust. Hindi katulad ng mga normal citizens
Mabait sila.
na hindi ko pa rin
Ako
maintindihan.
sa mga lola, yung mga kapartner ko sa factory na lola, na mababait sila, maasikaso, tapos minsan may mga word ako na gustong malaman, tapos tatanungin ko sa kanila. Kaya yun yung parang step na natuto ko dahil dun sa mga obatsang.
Pero
Mababait
ang mahirap
sila.
lang sa mga matatanda, yung Japanese nila medyo luma na din.
Ayun nga lang.
Hindi mo
Yun nga
maintindihan.
lang.
Yung balik yung basic mo, iba pa yung basic nila kasi iba yung ginagamit nila ng generation nila.
Oo.
So, hindi mo maintindihan ka nila, pero hindi mo na sila maintindihan.
Oo.
'Di ba? Kasi nga medyo iba. So, yun lang. Tama yung
Saka
sabi
parati
ko rin.
kami dalang yung English-Japanese na o kaya yung Filipino-Japanese.
Wala pa kasing cellphone before, 'di ba? Wala pa yung mga
Wala.
application.
Oo.
May maliit akong notebook dati, may bulsa sa chest. Tapos, sinusulat ko na lang doon. Pag di ko naintindihan, susulat ko. Tapos, syempre, mabagal pa ako magsulat ng hiragana. Susulat ko na lang sa, nakaromaji na lang siya. Para
Anong
later
una
on-
mo natutunan? Hiragana or katakana?
hiragana.
Hiragana agad?
Mm-mm.
Ako
Hiragana.
katakana yung una ko natutunan.
Pero actually, hiragana talaga dapat una mo matutunan. Yun ang unang tinuturo sa
Kasi
school.
katakana is
School,
Foreign words, 'di ba? Yung
substitute.
katakana.
Foreign substitute.
Mm-mm.
Kasi hindi,
Kaya
kaya
yun
natin,
yung-
alam ko, tingin ko kaya katakana una natin natutunan, yun yung madaling isulat.
Matulis.
Tsaka
Walang
puro
clue,
history.
walang
stories line.
So yun, kaya siguro mukha siya madali, pero Dapat talaga yung hiragana.
Tapos syempre pag pangalan natin palaging katakana. Pag pupunta ka sa bangko, katakana. Kasi gaikokujin, diba? So,
Tsaka aside dun sa yung makapag-usap, isa pang tip pagka practicein mo susulatin. Memorizein mo lang how you write your name in katakana or hiragana. Tsaka yung address mo.
Mahirap
Kahit yun
yung
lang
address.
yung i-memorize. Hindi, kaya nga ibig sabihin.
Kanji yun.
Hindi, yun lang i-memorize mo. Kasi usually sa mga
Oo.
applications, sa lahat ng applications dito sa Japan,
Susulat talaga
name
yun.
and address lang usually ang importante mo isusulat. So, if bago ka dito sa Japan, yan ang pinakatatanda mo or memorizein mo na isusulat mo.
Oo. Lalong-lalo na
Name,
kasi
Ang
pagdating
nakakaalangan
mo,
lang sa kanji, yung stroke kasi may from top to down.
May sequence,
May
may
stroke
sequence kasi siya, 'di ba? May sequence.
Oo.
May numbering.
pero
Go card.
siyempre, pag nakita naman nila yan, gets na kagad nila eh. Ay, mga Hapon, pag nakita na,
alam na nila yan.
Pero yun yung
Kasi
magandang gawin.
importante talaga siya.
Oo,
Importante
yun
talaga
yung- Yun yung pagdating ng ibang Filipino sa Japan, meron kang time na wala kang gagawin. Kasi mag-a-apply ka muna ng bangko sa City Hall, tapos maghahanap ka ng trabaho. Yung time na yun naghahanap ka ng trabaho, yun yung magandang time na mag-practice. Kasi yun lang ang pwede mong gawin eh. Dahil,
Mag-aaral ka lang.
mag-aaral ka muna habang nag-a-apply. Para pag may pumasok na, at least meron ka na
Ay, meron pala sa Hello Work, yung dito sa Japan, meron silang ino-offer na Japanese lesson. Parang ano nga tawag doon? Meron din yung parang
Sa ano yan
may
eh?
level din eh.
Every cities, every cities meron
JLTP,
mga
JLPT,
Oo, parang ganyan.
proficiency test.
Tapos, proficiency test. So
test
i-train
ba?
ka
Or
nila.
yung parang lang.
Test yun.
Parang
Parang
lesson
ganun
lang.
din sa
Test yun. Hindi ka pwede
yung ginagawa
hindi ka
nila
pwede
sa-
hindi ka pwede mag-change
mag-apply.
level hanggang hindi mo mapasa yun.
Talaga,
Oo.
hindi ko
So pag napasa mo yung test na yun, yung pwede mo gaming as application form yun na ito yung ito yung degree ko sa Japanese.
Parang may
Ito yung
ranking
level
yung
ng,
Japanese level.
1 to 5.
Hindi ko na yan.
Oo.
Ang sinasabi ko naman is, para sa mga, kunyari, mga bagong dating, if you want to learn, meron kada cities, try nyo lang sa City Hall nyo yung, usually may mga volunteer na nagtuturo ng Japanese eh. Like sa Korea, meron dito sa amin. Tatanong nyo lang din sa City Hall na, meron ba kayo? Usually every Saturday, Sundays, meron yan. Free Japanese, tuturuan ka from the start, kung anong level mo. So kung may mga bago dyan, mga try nyo lang pumunta sa City Hall. Tapos mag-ask lang kayo ng ganon. Kasi sobrang helpful yun. Kasi nga, mas tuturuan ka talaga. Japanese talaga magtuturo sa'yo. Tapos from start hanggang madidevelop mo. Yun, isang magandang tip din yun. Tsaka yung sabi rin ni kanina, ni Kat, na yun nga, makikipag-usap.
Merong sinabi si Kat sa post niya sa Facebook. Yung kanji helps you read faster. Ano yun, Ma'am Kat? Yung post mo? Hiragana and katakana.
yung hiragana and katakana helps you read, helps you read kanji, Japanese. So it really helps you a lot.
Tapos yung kanji helps you read faster
Read
ng
faster.
Japanese.
Okay.
So ang way mo pa rin talaga, daan mo is matutunan mo yung katakana, hiragana, para mabasa mo yung kanji. Tapos para makapagbasa ka na ng buong buo, kailangan mo malaman yung paano magbasa ng kanji kasi ang daming iba. Kung ang goal mo if your goal is to read Japanese, then you have to learn a lot of kanji. And
True.
even
Hindi,
Japanese
pero sabi ko, sorry.
they learn Japanese until they're adults. So it's a
still
life.
fun fact. Kahit Hapon, minsan nag-uusap na sila tapos biglang may sasabihin na kanji or may kailangan sulatin na kanji. Bubunutin nila yung phone nila tapos may kanji dictionary lahat sila doon.
Yeah.
Hindi pa uso ang apps nun talagang embedded na yun sa phone nila.
Yung
Na
ganun
may
na phone
kodigo
pa.
ka doon. Oo, may kodigo sila
Kahit
doon.
mga Japanese,
Kahit mga Hapon,
kahit mga
ganun
Japanese,
kahirap.
hindi nila alam yung
Hindi nila
kahit
kabisado.
graduate.
Sabi ko nga dun sa Japanese na mga ibang nakakausap ko, di ba, Japan naman to, dapat hiragana katakana na lang yung characters nyo. Tanggalin nyo na yung kanji. Maghiragana katakana na lang tayo.
Hindi kasi parang sinasabi nila, di ba, parang merong isang word na maraming meaning. So pag sinulat mo yon, hindi mo alam kung ano yung pinag-uusapan or hindi mo alam kung ano yun. So, sa kanji nila inaano.
Malalaman kasi
Oo.
nag-iba na yung ano. Oo.
Ang problema lang is ang napakahirap
dinodrawing.
na ang hirap ng ano.
Pero sana katakana hiragana na lang, di ba? Yun yung
Kaya
parang-
nga, sana gano'n na lang, no?
Dami tuloy sana nag-excel. Dami tuloy siguro nag-excel
Yeah.
dyan.
Pero you know, they have kanji all over with China and Japan. Kasi yun yung noong unang panahon, kaya may kanji kasi ayaw nilang matuto yung mga mahihirap. So, ang mga nobles lang yung ano, ang mga nobles lang talaga ang sila lang yung may time na mag-aral eh.
Yes.
So, yung mga prinsesa, prinsipe, sila lang may time mag-aral. Pagka tinuro na yung kanji sa mga magsasaka, anong mangyayari? Lahat na sila educated. So, ginawa yung kanji para magkaroon ng
Separation.
Division.
separation. Oo. And para may control sila sa mga mahirap.
Parang nangyayari pa rin yan sa mundo ngayon, no? Yung
Oo nga eh.
dinidivide pa rin
Parang
yung
nandun pa rin eh.
elites
Ang
and
Yung ngayon naman information na talaga. Talagang
Yeah.
information na hindi masyado na-share.
Ang another trivia, ang pinaka-interesado ko yung sa ginawa nila sa Korea. 'Di ba ang Korea mga bilog-bilog na lang yung nila.
Ah.
Puro
Dati
mga
kanji,
mga pearl.
Dati pearls. Dati cute. Dati kanji.
Milk tea. Okay.
Kaya lang nung nagkaroon na ng bagong hari, yung hari na yun, gusto niyang maging malingkuran lahat ng mamamayan niya. So ang ginawa niya, nagkwento na eh. History.
Kaya ka pala bumibili ng mga history books. Mahilig ka sa history, ah.
Ang ginawa niya, tinuro niya sa At ang ginawa niya, nag-propose siya ng bagong characters na lahat makakaintindi. Kaya yung ngayon, yung tawag dito, yung Korean ngayon, ang dali lang niya matutunan isang araw. Alam mo nang basahin.
Mabilis daw.
Kahit di mo
Mabilis daw
naintindihan.
matutunan.
Kahit di ka nakakaintindi, kaya mo siyang basahin.
Talaga.
But if it's,
Parang-
yeah, you can read. Yung
Parang
mga-
ang hirap niyang i-differentiate eh kung patitingnan mo siya.
Yeah. But it's really simple. You can study it in one day.
Anong
But-
character yun? Yung ganun.
puso.
And the circle one, tapos nakakonect siya sa it depends. But it's, yeah.
Hindi ko magawa.
But you have, with Japanese, if you see kanji, that's it. If you don't know how to read it, that's it. That's kablock ka na. That's it. That's
Oo
the
nga.
end.
Mm.
But if you see the alphabet, you can read it, even if you don't understand it.
Actually, sinasabi ko nga doon sa mga kasama ko na Japanese, alam niyo kung gusto niyo lang mag-aral ng English, kayang-kaya niyo kasi ang advantage niyo, you can read di ba yung Romaji? You can read the alphabet. Ang disadvantage niyo lang, hindi niyo lang alam yung ibig sabihin. Pero you can read it. Hindi
Kaya
katulad
naman
ko,
nila basahin, no?
hindi yung katulad ko, hindi ko na nababasa minsan yung hiragana, katakana. Hindi ko pa nababasa yung kanji. Pero, tas kunyari, nabasa ko man yun, hindi ko pa ngayon alam kung anong ibig sabihin nun. So, yun yung mahirap. Kaya yung sinasabi ko sa sinasabi kasi ng mga Hapon, sabi, magaling ka mag-English, marunong ka pa mag-Japanese. Sabi ko, alam niyo, kung kayo lang mag-aral kayo, kayang-kaya niyo, parang napakaswerte niyo pa nga, parang napakadali for you.
Pero,
Special.
pag naranasan mo na yung lifestyle nila, na araw-araw ka nagtatrabaho, pag uwi mo, maglalaba ka pa, magluluto ka pa, tapos mag-aaral pa ba ako ng English? Sino kakausapin kong English?
Yeah, the important part din kasi, pinaka-importante, kailangan mo ng exposure. Kailangan mo ng, you're learning a language, you need to be exposed to it.
Kailangan mo
You need to watch
you have to
something.
use it.
Like me, Japanese, I'm in Canada now, and I don't use Japanese that much. So what I do is I watch anime. I watch One Piece. I like your displays there,
Yan, no?
Yuji.
Paborito ni Yuji, oh.
Sige.
Yeah, makikita ko rin yan ngayon.
Talaga?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Magkukwentuhan tayo pag ano.
Magkukwentuhan. May mga theories pa yan, di ba? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So if you want to learn a language, you have to be exposed to it. Just watch, like me, watch anime or read something, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes before bed, or talk to someone that can speak Japanese.
Tama.
So that you won't forget it.
Tama, usually, mas maganda. Ako rin, ganun din ako
Exposure.
natuto mag-Japanese. One Piece din yung pinanood ko. Di ba may subtitle siya, tapos every time uulit yung word, every time maririnig mo yung word. So, okay, so yun pala yun. Then, maririnig mo how they use the word in Japanese, yung phrase or
Parang modern na,
sentences.
no? Modern yung mga
So
salita nila
maririnig mo
dun
yung
sa
conversation. Hindi, meron din kasi na kunyari depende sa anime na pinapanood mo. May mga anime na pang
luma.
schools or
Mhm.
kung sino yung kausap nila or
Mm-mm.
medyo may position yung kausap nila. Makikita mo how they speak. Makikita mo how they use the word.
Mhm.
So maririnig mo how parang when will
Merong
you,
silang na Japanese din, di ba?
Oo.
So
May
iba-iba
pa-
kaya
Lahat
medyo.
naman na language meron eh.
Kapag gusto mong matuto ng Japanese, yung gusto mong magamit sa trabaho, sa mga higher ups mo, yung mga boss mo, ganun. Yung One Piece, hindi ko siya ina-advise kasi pang
Yes.
friends yun.
Wag mo
Barkada
papanoorin.
lang yan.
You want a show that you can use for learning the proper Japanese, watch Death Note. Si L.
Teka lang, medyo.
Yes,
know,
alam ko yun.
napanood ko.
So yung character na ang pangalan niya si L, his Japanese is perfect. It's really good for studying Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kasi
Kasi
pinapanood-
kung nasa Japan tayo, Canada
Teka,
dapat
last
ang
na.
ano natin.
Last na. Ako, pinapanood ko na hindi ko alam kung alam nyo Alam niyo yung Gaki no Tsukai? Gaki no Tsukai.
Anime siya? Anime
Hindi.
ba yan?
Gaki no Tsukai.
Anong
Batsu game.
story yun?
Si Downtown.
Downtown. Teka lang.
Hindi nyo kilala si Downtown? Yung dalawang si...
Kilala ko yun, pero anime ba yun? O hindi?
Yung si Kalbo, si...
Yun yung parang pag nagkamali sila, puro
Papaluin
may mga
sila.
yung
Yung
ba yung
punish-
pag tumawa? Pag
Pag
tumawa ka,
palo.
papasin ka sa likod o sisipain ka.
Panoorin niyo yung mga series nila. Ang gaganda. Kasi
Sa TV
talagang
ba yan? Sa TV na
Hindi, sa YouTube, meron din ata. Meron sa mga ganun.
Yun. Yun rin, hindi rin ko pwede gamitin yung Nihongo nila kasi puro katarantaduan lang.
So yung level mo ng Japanese nung nag-aral ka, paano masasabi mo paano you can converse? Nakakabasa ka din ng kanji? Anong...
Yung ngayon, yung level ko na ngayon,
Yes.
dati 0. So, 0 ang level ko na nagtrabaho ko sa factory. As in, wala talaga. Kaya, I tell you that time, first time ko magtrabaho, sabi ng boss ko, okay. Ganun siya. Kailangan ko daw, okay.
Malaki
Kaya ang pudulin ko, di ba? Yung plastic bag. Sabi niya, gamitin mo. By gestures lang lahat. Sabi niya, gamitin mo sabi niya, Hasami.
Hasami, scissors.
Okay. Akala ko sabi niya, okay. Pinutol ko. Okay, dyan na. Okay. Sa 0 level talaga ako. Dahil nga na-frustrate ako. I became frustrated with just not understanding everybody. Especially at that time when I got sick sa hospital. I can't really explain myself. So that was the turning point. I had to learn Japanese. I told myself I have to learn Japanese no matter what. If I plan to stay here for the rest of my life, I have to learn Japanese. It's a big thing. It's a great tool to have. So, yun. So ngayon, I can speak in Japanese, read and write a little bit. Maybe write a little bit. My stepfather is Japanese, so we always talk in Japanese. And whenever I don't know anything, I ask him, how do you read this and that? And my husband is translator, so if I don't know anything, I can just ask him.
So, malipat naman tayo. Yung transition mo from Japan to Canada.
So,
tama ba? Punta na tayo doon?
Yeah, from
Sige,
Japan.
okay na.
Punta na ba tayo doon? Ano ba?
Punta na tayong Canada.
Punta tayong Canada?
Hindi. Bago tayo pumunta ng Canada, tatanong ko lang, yun sa Ministry of, ano yan?
Board of Education.
Board of
Oo
Education.
nga. Oo.
So, natanggap mo yung work.
Yep, natanggap ko yung work.
So,
Ganun na naman,
pa doon.
yung ano ko na naman, ganyan.
Yes!
Ano naman?
Siyempre, kung ba, mahirap na yung Japanese, ano na yun eh. Hindi na basta-bastang...
Top tier na yun.
Sakta ako sa marunong ako mag-Japanese. Kaya ganun pang ano eh.
Hindi lang English yun eh. Kumbaga, pati Japanese na eh, inaral mo na. So, ibang accomplishment na rin yun. Kumbaga, mahirap yun. Kumbaga.
Medyo, kasi pag, di ba, sa atin, pag wala kang alam Japanese, medyo sasabihin na, ay, challenging. So,
Saka,
Ang sarap ng
government
pakiramdam.
yun eh. Kumbaga, in-interview ka. Hindi ka lang basta-basta, hindi ka doon sa kasya pagka basic Japanese mo. Okay, pwede na yan. Basta work ka naman, hindi mo gagamitin.
Mhm.
Kumbaga yun, medyo professional at the same time government yun.
Yeah.
Hindi ka
And you have to go to the
basta-basta.
meetings as well. At that board of education where I worked at, you need to join the teachers' meetings, and everything is in Japanese. So at that time, I didn't care if I didn't understand everything that they were saying. But when the time comes that I'm going to present, I have to really practice my Japanese, make it presentable, understandable, act like I'm native even when I'm not. So another challenge. Got mga pronunciation, I had to learn those as well. Siyempre, ayoko naman sabihin na, oh, korewa. Well, parang ganun. So
Wakaranay.
Wakaranay. No. I want to be like
Yes,
them. Yeah. So.
Yung punto, no? Laking bagay yun.
Yung accent nila, di ba? Kailangan you have to.
Iba-iba pa accent ng North, ng Mid, ng South.
Yeah.
Sa
Yeah.
Korea.
Yeah. So yeah, yun yung ano ko sa Board of Education.
Okay.
Sa elementary ako. And then after that, sa junior high school. My first Board of Education was in junior high school. And then at that time, I didn't really have the freedom to make my own activities in junior high school because everything is in the lesson plan. It's planned by the main teacher. The junior high school has a main Japanese teacher. So I said, I want to make my own activities. So I applied to in another Board of Education, but elementary this time. But so I have freedom to do my own activities. And then it's still in Saitama, but another Board of Education.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2 years in junior high school and another 2 years in elementary. And in between, I was doing some part-time jobs in Japan as an English teacher. I rented my own space at some point, and minsan sa coffee shop din. So I was so busy at the time. I did FETJ as well in the weekends. So it was a really, really busy life for me in
Yung
Saitama.
passion mo na talaga magturo. I mean,
Yeah.
enjoy ka na. Ano ba?
Like imagine I go to school from 8 to 4 p.m. and then 5:30 or 6, I was doing a part-time job to teach high school or university students or adults from 6 to 9 o'clock p.m.
Yun
And
yung
then I
routine
go.
mo in a day.
Yeah, that's my routine. Monday to Fridays. And then in the weekend, I have Filipino English teachers in Japan. I want to learn more kasi I was teaching a lot of levels, so I have to get more, ideas. So I had to go to the workshops in the weekends, and then that's Saturday or Sunday, and then following week teaching again. So it was busy, really busy.
Paano
But I was
yung
happy.
lecture plan mo? Yung lecture plan mo dun sa Mondays to Fridays, may time ka pang gumawa?
Yeah,
Wala ka na-
I have time.
Meron pa naman.
Pakasipag naman.
Actually, at school, you start at 8 to 5. You teach 4 classes maximum. But I think now that's another explanation for another thing. Nowadays, I hear some people say they teach 6 classes a day. But in my time, parang tagal na. But during that time, that was 4 classes maximum in a day. So 2 hours is for preparation for your classes.
So may time na.
So sometimes I use my time there to prep for my part-time job. Sometimes you're not supposed to do that. You have
bawal yun.
Yeah, you have to do your main job first.
Sumasideline ka na during sa oras nila. Nako.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So at that
Pero
time, anong naging motivation mo nun? Kasi work ka ng work nun eh.
Well, yung mga bata, lalo na sa elementary, nung nagturo ko elementary, talagang parang ang saya-saya lagi. Alam mo yun, when you go to school,
Pwede ka matanong anong age mo nun?
nung time na yon.
Yes.
Ngayon. Hindi. I started 2023.
Nung nagtuturo, yung time na yun ay naka-public.
Yeah, nung first time ko, 23, tama. I was 23 then.
Tapos nag-e-enjoy ka na no, nagtuturo ka sa mga
Oo.
Pero parang ano yun, no? For based on my experience, pag nakakausap ako ng mga teachers, regardless of the pay grade, it's the joy of teaching. It's the joy of yung nakikita nila na nag-grow yung
Oo.
mga students nila eh.
Iba
Regardless
talaga yung
rin sa
mga
age.
teachers.
Oo, ayun yung ano yan eh, passion yan in ano eh. Iba yung balik sa
Yeah.
kanila eh.
Then every day it's a different thing. You
Actually,
experience
yung
different
reward
things.
talaga, iba parang, well, coming from, pag, di ba may anak ako, mas makikita mo
Mm-mm.
sila, makita mo yung mga teacher pag, syempre, yung next level na sila. O kaya graduate na from Yochien to elementary. Yung nag-iiyakan, kumbaga, parang,
Mm-mm.
yung fulfillment ng teacher, mafe-feel mo, parang, ang sarap pala siguro magturo. Tapos, makikita mo yung mga estudyante mo, pupunta na sa ibang level. Parang,
Mhm.
you did your part na mag-grow sila. So,
Yeah, yeah.
parang
That's how
masarap
I
nga yung
feel.
feeling na gano'n.
Oo, ang sarap ng pakiramdam. Tapos, pagpasok mo ng school, oh, Katrina Sensei! Tapos minsan, especially the kids, inaakyat kapag ano minsan, alam mo yung nandito ka na siya. Inaakyat ka na, may bata dito, may bata dito, meron pa sa likod mo minsan. Alam mo yung love from them. It really felt so good. That's why I was inspired a lot. Tapos, well, every day was a different experience. Siyempre, sa isang araw, let's say, may bata na umiiyak. Siyempre, sa susunod na araw, hindi siya yung next na iiyak. Like, iba-iba siya. Iba-iba araw-araw. Same lessons. You do the similar lessons every day, but the experiences are different. And that's what makes it exciting for me. Really good. Yeah. So, that's what made me happy.
Ay. So, yun.
Mhm.
So, now,
But maano ko lang,
sige,
from, okay naman na sa Board of Education ka na.
Mhm.
Bakit naman napunta ka sa Canada?
yun yung tatanong ko nga sa
Oh,
akin.
okay. So, let's go
Ano
back
yung
to
naging,
So,
ano yung
ano
naging
yan?
reason?
Naka ano tayo, 1 hour 17 minutes. So, isa pang 1
Oh
hour
my
17 minutes sa tong Canada naman ito, ha?
Kasi two country.
Okay lang, maganda naman eh. Enjoy naman yung
Gusto
mga
mo oras, no?
nanonood.
Oh, di
Yung
yan.
mga dami
Oh, just
nanonood. Marami
let me
ulit
know
salamat.
what-
Everyone watching, thank you very much. Ha.
Please like
Guys,
and
Hope
share
you
po
enjoy.
sa mga nanonood.
Okay?
Thank you. Nag-enjoy kayo.
Mhm.
Pag may question pa kayo,
Oo.
Oh.
comment
Type nyo lang.
Gusto niyo iksian? Sabihin niyo lang
Sige,
sa
go
akin.
lang.
Okay lang, okay lang.
No,
Sa
no,
amin
no,
okay
no.
lang.
Kasi
Ito,
sabi mo,
Yes,
nag-enjoy ka na, di ba? Nag-enjoy
Oo.
ka na sa work. Nag-ano ka na, masaya ka na, fulfilling na. Tapos, masaya ka doon sa mga bata. Ano yung naging reason mo to go to Canada?
So, ganito kasi yun. Ganito kasi yun. From Saitama, my parents moved to Nagoya. Okay, so, but in Saitama, I lived alone nung nagtiteach na ako. When I was teaching, I was living alone, but I was close to them. Every weekend, I go visit them. Maybe every after a day to have dinner. Siyempre, pag sinabi ng nanay ko, oh, may adobo, ribs, punta ka dito.
Libre
punta
pa.
ako.
Oh.
Malapit lang.
Maling gastos.
Yeah, so I spend a lot of time with them in the weekdays and in the weekends. I know I was busy, but I made sure I had like a little bit of my time to visit them. So when they moved to Nagoya, I was like, I have friends in Saitama, but I want to be with my parents. So I moved to Nagoya. And in Nagoya, when I moved there, the only available job was, it was in the middle of the school year, so I couldn't apply at the Board of Education. So I went back to dispatching companies.
Okay.
So I applied for a job in a dispatching company, and I got it. I got the job. So yeah, I was also enjoying there. I taught junior high school and elementary, but I only taught in one school. And because it's a dispatching company, the contracts were every year. Sa Board of Education kasi, minsan, dire-diretso na yun eh. Minsan, sasabihin interview, pero hindi ka naman, they're not really trying to interview you and not giving you the job. It's just like, you just have to sign the contract for the next year. But with the dispatching company, they get contracts at schools. If they get the contract for the next year, then you stay in the same school. But if not, then they will find another school for you.
Okay.
So at that time, I had just finished my contract. And it's the same thing with my husband, my boyfriend at that time. He had just finished his contract too. So we're like, if we get a new school, maybe it will be a further area, right? So we may have to get a new place, or maybe I will need a driver's license if it's in rural Japan. So if we're going to adjust to a new place, maybe it's time to try Canada. Why not try Canada?
Well, saan
Adjust
nanggaling yun?
in a
Saan
new place
nanggaling yung
like
Canada? So parang napag-usapan niyo na yun
my husband is
before or...
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, your
yeah,
husband is American?
Canadian.
Canadian. Okay, sorry.
Mhm. And he's been in Japan for 15 years. A long time.
Okay.
So sometimes we would talk about it. Sabi niya, ang tagal ko na sa Canada. Ang tagal ko na sa Japan. 15 years na ako dito. Namimiss ko rin yung pamilya ko. Kasi ang layo. So,
Mm-mm.
pagka bumabiyahe siya, minsan 1 taon lang kasi nga malayo. Sabi niya, siguro, balang araw, pwede nating or gusto kong bumalik sa doon para makapiling ko yung pamilya ko. Make up the time na na-miss niya na ang yung 15 years. So, ayun. Napag-uusap-usapan lang namin nung time na yun. Kaya lang, when our contracts ended, we were like, maybe this is the right opportunity. And we're young, and it's good to experiment with new things while we're young. If we don't like Canada, if we will not like it, then we can move back to Japan.
Okay.
Let's do it while we're young. So,
Naubutan
it's like,
niyo ba yung bubble sa Japan?
ano?
Nandun ba kayo nun? Nasa Japan ba kayo nun? Yung
Kailan?
bubble? Yung first bubble, yung economic bubble nun?
Anong taon ba?
2008?
2008? Oh.
2008 ba yun?
Hindi,
Ano ba yung
2008
sinasabi
is
mo?
that... Hindi. Yung bubble, economic
Yung sa
bubble
bank yun eh. Liman, ano yun eh. Yung bubble ata, yung luma pa yun. 80s pa tayo.
Ang alam ko, yun yung alam ko.
May economic bubble na nangyari niyan eh. And then, after ng economic bubble, yung tsunami naman.
So
Yung
yung
tsunami, wala na
2008
kayo nun.
nga, yung sinasabi mo.
So nasa Pilipinas ako noon. Nag-aaral. Nung time na yun. Yeah, I remember na kasi mga padala noon. Oo. Yeah, nasa Pilipinas ako nung time na yun.
Yung gasolina nun, parang yung 3,000 yen, parang isang angat lang.
Oo, grabe.
Parang ichimang yata kalahating tangke. Oh my God.
Tapos magpadala ka ng 30 lang, 3,000 lang. Lapad, 3,000. Ay grabe. Nung nagtatrabaho ako, 5,000, di ba? Talagang mahirap nga nung mga oras na yun.
So
yun,
naglipat na kayo.
Nag-plan na kayo, dumiretso na kayo.
Kaya, ayun, sabi nga namin, mas maiging subukan namin habang bata pa kami. mabuti pang subukan habang ngayon para pag nagbago isip namin, pwede kaming bumalik sa Japan.
Okay.
May visa naman ako sa Japan. Permanent resident ako sa Japan. Kesa naman, nasa Japan kami. Tapos, pagkatapos, after 10 years, you'll decide, we should have tried Canada. We should have done this, done that. So, it's better to have tried it earlier and this point.
Pangit yung matanda ka na, sayang, di mo nagawa. Sayang.
Yeah. I don't like what
yun.
ifs. I just want to try new things. Yeah.
Kaya yung mga tinatry mo ngayon dyan, ano yung mga hobby, mga ginagawa mo ngayon dyan sa Canada?
Madami. I'm always busy being in the woods, doing forestry, farming, like permaculture. Crochet. I'm crocheting.
Wow.
And I study online courses. And I study Japanese because I don't want to forget kanji. Reading and writing kanji. So I study every time. I watch anime still. I'm studying French as well because in New
French
Brunswick,
Canadian.
yeah, a lot of people speak French here, especially in this area. This is Maritimes Canada, Eastern Canada. So at the stores, if you go there, they'll speak French first before English. I thought it was an English country, but yeah. That's what I do.
Okay.
I'm not working now.
Hindi ka ba? So, recent ka lang ba nagpunta dyan?
Yeah, 2019.
Fresh
pa.
pa.
Ano lang talaga?
So sakto lang yung kwento natin ng mahaba nga sa Japan.
Sakto lang, ganun yung transition. Isa pa sa bakit ako nagpunta dito. I wanted to try to go to a place where wala mo ng Japanese. There's no Japanese. I wanted to just try. in English, I'll be comfortable speaking my, my language or in the English language. Something different, like more comfortably. The Japanese, I'm okay. It's just I just want to try English only. So, yun.
Totoo yun. Totoo yun. Ako, first hand, yun yung naranasan ko sa Japan. Kasi, unlike others, wala akong relatives doon eh. Nung I went there. 6 years ako. Yung, okay siya day to day, pero parang nakakasawa rin kasi hindi yun yung, may comfort zone tayo paminsan eh. It wasn't mine. So, hanapin mo pa rin eh. Okay siya kasi malaki sweldo, okay yung mga tao, yung security-wise, okay. Pero, totoo nga yun, madidrain ka usually. Because we have, well, for some, they'll take sports or they'll take, touring the whole world. May mga ways naman na to, to escape that, and then return. Yun, siya, naramdaman ko yung naramdaman mo nun.
Yeah, feel na feel. Ramdam na ramdam.
So, nung dumating ka na... Go, Revan.
Ay, hindi. Ngayon kasi, di ba, sabi ni Kat na gusto niyang matry sa ngayon pa lang habang bata. So, kaya ngayon, iba-iba yung mga tinatry mo dyan. Pati yung sa woods. Paano yung sa woods? Kasi meron kang pinost na
Na-clip
sa timeline. Medyo mahirap ata ano bang tawag doon?
Chop ng wood.
Oo.
Oh, split the wood. Yeah, it's really, it's heavy. Yeah. Pero, yung pakiramdam kasi na parang, ako gusto ko maramdaman, malakas ako. Ganon. Yung mga lalaki talagang malakas na yan. I can't deny the fact that you are physically different from us. You are stronger than us. Oh, yung mga feminists dyan, baka magalit. But, I understand. That,
Genetics yan, genetics. Iba yung genetics.
It's physically different. They can do more things. You can do more things, guys, than us. But we can do more things than you. Other things. Diba? So, yeah, I just want to feel stronger. I want to spend my time outside. I'm an outdoor person. So, that's why I do things in the woods. And because the winter is too long here, 7 months of the year, there's snow outside. I make the most out of it. Right when the snow was gone, I was outside. I'm from a tropical country. Na-miss ko yun eh. Gusto ko may araw. Gusto ko nakakalakad ako.
Yung mga iba kong kakilala taga Canada. Let's say from negative, let's say negative 10 degrees Celsius, diba? Tagal, lamig. Pumatak lang daw ng 15 or 12. Naka-shorts na, naka-t-shirt na.
Yeah,
init na, pwede na.
Totoo yan, totoo. Yeah. Yeah, so dito, it's different. It's in Japan, when you say it's cold, it's really cold. Ang lamig, gusto ko, mga naka-jacket ka na, gano'n, mga 10, 15, sabi nyo nga. Pero dito, the cold is different. Ang sakit sa mukha. Ang sakit, nararamdaman ko pa yung mukha ko. Alam mo yung gano'n, pag lumabas ka.
Yun yung pag niyakap ka ng lamig, hindi ka bibitawan. Hindi, dito na ako.
Oo. Wala tama. And then, I tell you, last year, my first winter, I felt depressed. Walang rason, na-depressed na ako. Alam mo yung minsan, naiiyak ka kasi may snow, hindi ako makalabas. Biglaan lang ako umiiyak. Sabi sa akin, ba't ka umiiyak? Hindi ko alam eh. Ano ko lang. What's the problem? I don't know, I just feel so sad. Pero ang problema nun, kulang sa vitamin D. Pag walang vitamin D kaling sa araw, madedepress ka talaga. So, naiintindihan ko na yung mga ibang tao na
Nade-depress.
Lalo na yung mga dito. Paano kaya, di ba? Kaya, there are a lot of people from a tropical country or from South Africa that have, like, suicide, they think about those things. Kasi, kulang ka sa vitamin D. Medyo...
Sabagay, kaya kayo mga Pilipino palaging masaya rin no? Kasi palaging sunog sa araw
Oo, it's true. Kahit mahirap ang buhay sa Pilipinas, dahil may araw, masaya pa rin tayo. Diba?
Makes sense.
Dahil sa araw yun. Yeah.
O kaya balik ka na ulit ng Japan.
Magiging reason ba yan, yung lamig na yan, para bumalik ka ng Japan?
Yeah,
Hindi naman.
actually, I
Oo.
was thinking that. We were thinking that. It's too cold. We can't.
Pati siya, ganun din iniisip.
Mm-hmm. So, iniisip
So
namin,
sobrang nasanay na siya sa Japan.
oo.
Pati siya, ayaw niya na rin yung lamig na Canada.
Ayaw niya. Hapon na siya.
Oo.
Pati
Oo.
yung kultura niya, hapon na siya. So, kaya, yeah, he's
Yun
like,
yung sabi niya, no? I like the
Japanese.
cold, but this is too cold.
sabi ko ba nga, giniginaw ka? Paano kung Canadian ka? Ba't ka giniginaw? Ay,
Look at me.
hindi-
Rook at me.
Ayun.
Pero ngayon, nag-work ka ba dyan? Or
No, I'm not
nung
working.
unang dumating, okay. So nung unang dumating ka, naghanap ka ba ng work or did you just travel? Nag-enjoy muna kayo?
No,
Paano
just
naging?
travel. Yeah, just travel. Visit my family. I have family in Halifax. It's 5 hours away from this place, and I have family in Toronto. So yeah, and I'm not legally allowed to work yet. I'm on a tourist visa.
Okay. Okay.
So the
Kaya,
tourist
kaya
visa.
lumberjack ka muna ngayon.
Yeah.
Lumberjack eh.
Gusto ko siya. Ang sarap kasi ng feeling na pag nagsibak ka, tapos pinagpapawisan ka, tapos feeling mo kasing lakas mo na yung mga lalaki sa mundo. Ang sarap ng feeling. Parang ang healthy ng pakiramdam na kaya mong gumawa.
Totoo yun. Tapos
Actually,
nakikita mo
pag
yung
pinagpawisan ka talaga usually.
Oo. Kaya mo, kaya ko rin. Ganon. Di ba?
And may
Hindi
purpose
hindi
yung ginagawa
naman yung
mo. Sige, go. Go rin.
Hindi naman yung pagiging malakas na yan kaya mo na parang iitakin mo na yung mga lalaki dyan.
Naman. Ano lang,
Parang-
pang sarili ko lang naman siya. Oo, gusto ko
Siguro
lang.
sinasabi ni Kat pag pinaano niya yung kahoy, no? Gusto mo ng lamig, di ba? Sabi mo, gusto mo sa Canada, di ba? Yung parang naglalabas na sa sama ng loob.
Ang dami ko natutunan sa pagtatanim. Ganon. In the Philippines, tropical country. You just throw a seed and then it grows. Tutubo na agad siya. Diba? In Japan, 4 seasons, which I really like. It's fairly consistent. If you say summer, it's really summer, from 28 degrees to 30 degrees. But here, summer is like 30 degrees during the day, 10, 15 degrees during the night. So it's not consistent. I don't really feel like it's summer. So with planting, it's a different experience. You learn a lot of things about plants. You learn a lot of things that you need to do today, tomorrow, the next day. Because if you lose your chance today, gone tomorrow. Next year ka na ulit magtanim. Ganon. Ganon. If you like outdoor activities, you like swimming, you have to go now because the next few days is going to be cold. If you like skateboarding, well, there's snow outside, you can't skate. So you have to make the most out of it.
Camping.
Meron akong question kasi nung nag-decide kayo pumunta ng Canada, kasi sabi niyo kakataas na ng contract niyo dalawa. So nung nag-decide kayo to go to Canada, is it to work or just to visit yung Canada? Kasi sabi mo wala kang ang visa mo is siguro knowing na pupunta mo dyan, hindi ka agad makakapag-work.
Yeah.
So, yung main reason ba is parang to travel to see Canada na lang muna? Or eventually work din ba? Parang gano'n.
Yeah, the main reason is I want to experience Canada. Because if you're just visiting, it's always just, you see the happiest thing in this place.
The
You
glamour
have to
shots yun.
experience. Yeah, like, oh, this place is nice. That place is nice. Oh, they're doing this and that. And that's just it. But if you live here, you'll know, you'll study, you'll learn about their system. So I want to learn about their system, how they live here, so we can decide if we're going to stay here for good or not. So for him, it's okay because he's from here. The goal is to spend time with his family and then eventually work. And for me, I want to get to know Canada. And then I'll decide later on if we'll stay or not.
As of now, sige ko, Carlo.
Sa very first episode namin na Buhay Abroad with special guest, Canada rin yun. Tapos may tinuro siya sa amin nun yung Canadian experience.
Okay.
Tama.
Have you heard of it? Or have you ever heard?
No. What's
Na
the Canadian?
if you're applying a job or kailangan mo mag-start muna sa mga mabababang pwesto. Let's say convenience stores, packers, yung ganyan.
Sorry about that.
Sige.
Sige lang, no problem.
Phil.
Ayun.
Okay, go ahead.
So parang before, let's say, even though may degree ka na or meron ka ng certificate, you have to start muna sa mga basic
bottom.
jobs para makuha mo nga yung Canadian experience.
Yeah. Starting from the bottom, now we're here. Parang
Ganon.
So parang kahit ano daw degree mo, kahit doktor ka pa daw
Yeah.
sa Pilipinas. Kasi parang yung, anong tawag nito? Yung anong tawag doon? Yung references. Yes. References.
talaga.
Chine-check daw talaga nila yon. So,
Oo.
Okay.
Para may
kaya
background
yung
check
usually
agad
yung,
sa'yo.
kaya usually yung mga nagbagong dating dyan, they start from the bottom talaga, convenience store, ganyan. Then eventually going up. Kahit sabihin mong mataas ang pwesto mo sa Japan or in the Philippines, hindi nila ma-confirm yun kasi syempre, different country. So, yun ang binagbabasihan nila na so work mo, anong nag-experience mo dito.
Saan siya sa Canada?
Saan si...
Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah, for me, I can't really say Canadian experience because Canada is a vast country. So, ang laki niya. Imagine the distance of Canada from left to right is like from the Philippines to India. That's really big. Yeah, and in between those, from Philippines to India, you have different languages, different cultures.
Okay.
So, it's a big country. I can't say anything about
Applicable
Canadian,
dyan sa...
Canadian experience for me.
okay.
I can say siguro New Brunswick experience.
Okay.
So, yeah, para sa akin, hindi ko masabing Canadian experience kasi yung laki ng Canada eh. And
Sabagay,
maybe
ibang
it's-
state na.
Oo. And it's different from Japan. In Japan, it's almost monoculture. Yung lahat ng mga bagay doon na ginagawa nila pare-parehas, di ba? Pakita lang sa TV, pare-parehas na. Di ba? Kailangan sundin to. Public schools, lahat pare-parehas. Pero sa Canada, masyado siyang malaki. So, hindi ko masabing ano yung Canadian experience ko.
Okay.
It's like New Brunswick experience lang masasabi ko. So, ayun, dito, a lot of jobs are in the service industry. So, coffee shops, Walmart, and healthcare services. And I don't have any experience with the healthcare one. And then other jobs in the offices like, like administrative work. In my experience here, it's possible for me to apply for those jobs. I mean, for the service industry or administrative jobs. Yeah, I tried asking around and it's okay. I said, my qualification is this, and this is my diploma from the Philippines. This is my experiences in Japan. Can I do this? And they're like, oh, okay, all right. Yeah, so, yun. Pero syempre, kailangan mo talaga ng experience. Iba pa rin may experience ka, plus yun sa resume mo eh.
True.
But if you don't have any
Reference, no?
experience, you don't have any of that, that's okay. There's always training for people, I think.
Meron si Philipson NK Palarca nag-comment about dun sa Canadian experience. Bully ng mga newcomers ang Canadian experience.
Oh, talaga? Well,
Ganun
so
ba yun?
far, I haven't,
Hindi ko alam.
so far here in the place where I live, I haven't had any experiences bullying or racism. It's like here when they talk to me, it's like I'm a normal person. I speak English. Sometimes they think I can speak French, but I can't. So they never thought of me differently. They never thought, oh, are you from Asia or something? Are you from... I didn't see that.
So
Siguro
parang
wala naman ganon.
discrimination? Parang discrimination ba?
Wala. I haven't experienced that so far.
Wala
Maybe
naman
I'm
ganon.
And
Pero ang tingin ko, hindi mo pa siguro na-experience mag-apply sa trabaho. Tama ba?
Ang
I
Canadian
didn't
experience
apply, but I didn't apply, but I asked for jobs like that here. Yeah.
Pero baka depende siguro sa company, no? Merong mga company or interview or na
Malay mo, may bad experience
ask
sila sa
about
Pilipino.
depende
Canadian
sa lugar.
experience.
Oo,
Depende
okay.
sa
O, depende
lugar.
rin siguro sa lugar. Kaya,
Oo.
Sa bagay,
Dito sa
iba-iba pa
amin,
rin.
New Brunswick, Canada, dito sa place ko, it's a rural area. Barrio yung sa amin. So, ibang-iba siya sa Toronto.
Okay.
Toronto is
oh wait,
different.
teka nag-comment siya
Vancouver
ulit.
is different.
Figuratively speaking. So, yung Canadian experience is parang ano,
Ang dating, parang medyo.
parang, hindi, pagdaanan mo muna to bago na talaga namin masabihin na pwede ka kumuha ng trabaho. Parang it's ano,
Ay, ganun? Mhm.
So parang may step talaga. You have to,
tama ba,
kailangan mo
Philip?
talaga pagdaanan.
Mhm.
Si ano, kilala ko yan, kaklase ko yan dati.
Hindi pa ako nag-start ng trabaho, so I can't comment about it. Pero in terms of meeting people, talking to people at grocery stores,
Mababait daw sila eh.
town. Mababait. So, babait.
Mababait.
Hindi ko na-feel talaga. Walang discrimination. Walang racism na na-feel ko dito. Sa totoo lang. Mm-mm.
Mga Filipinos na nandyan, sinasabi mo mabait nga daw yung mga Canadian.
At saka dito, ano ba? Parang
Diba,
mag-isa.
ang running joke nga dyan, ang running joke nga sa Canada is ano eh. Sila na nga yung mali, sila pa yung magsusorry.
Totoo.
Ganong kabait sila.
So
Pero yung
masasabi mo
ethics lang
masasabi mo
siguro.
bang mas mababait ang Canadian sa mga Japanese?
Katulad naman ng lahat ng tao sa mundo, lahat ng bansa, di ba?
Well,
There are
meron
bad
din
people
pala.
and there are good
Well.
people. So I can't really say Canadians are better than Japanese because there are good Japanese people. There are good
Well,
Canadians.
tama. Oo.
Good Filipinos, good people, bad Filipinos, di ba?
Yes.
But in general, I would say it's very similar to our culture in the Philippines. Yeah, I think we're more
talaga?
similar. I think.
Parang
Kesa sa
ano, mas hospitality ano sila, inclined.
Like, the other day, I had a flat tire. May lumapit. Sabi, kailangan ba ng tulong? Para sa Pilipinas. Okay ka lang dyan? Anong problema? Kahit di mo kailangan, sisilipin. Ganun. Ano?
Talaga?
In Japan, you gotta call the insurance company.
Tawag
Hindi
ka
ka
na lang dun
papakailaman.
sa ano. Tawag
Hindi
ka
ka
sa
papakailaman.
insurance mo.
Yeah. So yun, ano sila? Parang sa akin, ang kultura nila, closer sa kultura natin. Mas, our cultures are more similar. Yeah, like Americans, diba? We're influenced by Americans. So it's like, I think we're more similar to Canadians. The lifestyle is also similar. Like if you're at the grocery store and you're buying something, you're trying to pay something, the cash register lady is talking to someone. Oh, hi, how are you? Oh, yeah, how's your son? Hello, I'm
parang
paying
Pinas
here.
na nga, no?
Yeah.
Parang
How's your
Pinas
son?
na.
I heard he has a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I don't know. Chismis din. So,
Chismis.
yeah. Anyway, it's not like Japan work very strict. If you are at work, speak. If you are in the cash, you gotta do your job. You can't speak to the other person in the cash. But here, it's like the Philippines. Like, oh, how's your husband doing? Like that. Yeah.
Sa Japan nga, pag may nakita ka natutulog doon na lasing, wala, hindi nyo pwede galawin yan. Ayan yun.
Yeah, exactly.
Tuloy ka lang.
Yeah.
Ayan.
Yeah.
Meron tayong viewer from Vegas, Jenny Acuña Drover.
Hi, Miss Jenny.
Ay. Ako, maaga sa Las Vegas Alas
Same
4 pa lang.
experience
Hindi,
here
mga
in
alas 6
Vegas
na pala,
daw.
alas 7 na.
Oh, Jenny, Mom Jenny. Okay, she moved to Vegas. I think that was last year. She has been in Japan. Had been in Japan a long time too, maybe 20 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, pwede nyo rin siyang so my
Ayan,
God.
pwede. Good morning, good morning mo.
Good morning. Yeah.
Nice
Thank you for
lady.
watching. Yes.
From Nagoya.
Ay, Nagoya din? Oh, wow.
Before, yeah.
Dami
Okay.
So sa
Yeah,
food, hindi ka naman nag-adjust nun? Okay lang naman, hindi ka naman...
Well, I didn't have to adjust because the food is kind of similar to the Filipino food. It's fried, hamburgers, fried.
Iba-iba. Kumbaga, compare sa Japan, mas nagustuhan mo ba?
Iba sa Japan. Sa Japan, meron tayong yung iba-iba, 'di ba? Merong
Teishoku.
gulay.
May mga maliliit na
Cute.
yung dishes.
Dito, if we're talking about eating out, it's like dito, hamburger, French fries. Okay. Fried chicken.
Ah,
Poutine.
sa Japan, malaki yung calories niya, pero iba-ibang
Mhm.
putahe.
Mhm. Mhm.
Sa Canada naman, malaki yung calories. Mas malaki yung calories niya kasi ang laki nung karne, ang laki pa nung french fries. Kaya nga
Siya?
tinom, kaya
Costco.
papayat
Yung
ng mga
Costco
hapon eh.
size. Yung mga malalaki
Costco
size
size.
talaga.
Costco
Mm.
size.
Oo.
Kaya nung una sabi ko, ang ordering ko lang yung yung gusto kong bilhin, yung pinakamaliit ha. Pagdating sa akin, ano to, pantatlo? Huwag na tayo order ng madami. Parang
Oo.
pantatlo, paano nila kayang kainin to? Diba? Ang dami.
Para masarap yung mga ganun.
Mm.
Sarap.
Sabi
Para
ko,
siya-
go.
Para siyang sa pagkain sa Pilipinas. It's usually always salty and sweet. Very salty, very sweet. So it's tiring to my palate.
Mahilig ka ba? Okay. Ano ba usually yung taste buds na gusto mo maalat ba?
I mean, I want to have a variety of my food. So I want to have something salty, something sweet, something crisp, something.
Dyan nag-excel ang
Sa
hapon.
Pilipinas, may kanin parati.
Oh,
Ay,
yeah.
sorry, Carlo.
Sige.
Yes.
Yun, dun nag-excel ang hapon kasi halo-halo. Tapos, hindi exaggerated yung saltiness nila, yung spiciness nila. So, lahat yun, nalalasahan mo.
That's right. And that's what I really miss about Japan. You taste
Tsaka ang
it.
healthy.
Tsaka healthy.
Oo.
Pag kinain mo, healthy. Healthy to, healthy.
Oo.
I think it's healthy.
Oo.
Yeah.
Mm.
They eat a lot of meat here though. I like meat a lot.
Nice.
Seafood.
So,
Ay,
Yeah,
sorry.
but no major adjustments with food. It's just here at the place where I live, the restaurants, they're so expensive. They're not as affordable as Japan. Like Yoshinoya, you get a meal for what, 500, 600 yen? Here, if you get a meal from a fast food, I think it's about what, 800, 900 yen if I convert it to yen.
1
At
meal
this,
lang yun.
I'm not sure in Toronto because they have more, variety of
Ah.
restaurants there, a lot of immigrants,
Oo.
but here not really. So yeah, it's really, for me, I think it's really expensive to eat out. That's why I just always cook, and I like to cook anyway. If you go to a fine dining restaurant, not fine dining, to a better restaurant, better than Yoshinoya in Japan, you pay what,
Decent.
1,200 yen steak with rice,
Mm.
right, with salad, 1,000 yen. But here, if you have that meal, it's like 3,000, 5,000 yen.
Doble
Oh,
ka
why is
agad.
it so expensive? Ang mahal naman. Ayoko na nga.
Ito
Ito,
nga,
size siguro. Malaki
put
naman kasi.
to put
Pang
context
10 tao na yun eh. 3,000 to 5,000 yun.
Oo. Hindi, ito nga, to
Pag
put
malaki
context
siya, tapos iisa lang, nakakapagod.
Sobra.
Oo.
Tapos, ano nga eh, nung kumakain ako sa McDonald's noon, 1,000 yen. Pag gumastos ako ng 1,000 yen, large fries, Big Mac na yon, tapos large soft drinks na yun, tapos may ice cream ka
Yeah.
pa.
Oh my God, yeah.
So,
I miss that.
sobra na.
At saka, laging mainit sa McDo. Yung McDo dito, nagpunta ako. Bakit malamig yung fries ko? Sa Japan, hindi
talaga?
ko.
Oo,
Iba yung
hindi pwede.
servisyo. Siyempre. Ano yun? Parang sa Pilipinas.
Hindi kasi yung lamig yata sa Canada, normal lang sa kanila. So, pati pagkain nila.
Malamig naman.
Pagkataas mo lutuin, pagka ganun mo, wala na, malamig na. Pag hand sa'yo, okay, sorry,
Malamig
malamig
na agad. Oo.
Oo.
Oo,
Ayan.
ganun. Pero
Sa comment, yan Ma'am Jenny, tama. Bento yung tawag nila dun sa sa food dito sa Japan. Tsaka healthy food. Food coloring? Ba't ganun?
Saan?
Ba't iyon?
Konti lang pero healthy food coloring.
Baka konti lang.
Dahil
food
Baka
makulay
konti lang yung food
yung
coloring. Baka
Konti
konti
lang ang food
Baka
coloring.
konti yung
Ah.
sinasabi nilang preservatives.
Preservatives.
Preservatives, maybe that. I don't know. Yeah, healthier in that way. Well, healthy foods.
Pero may gulay kasi talaga eh, iba-iba. So may meat, may seafood, tapos may gulay.
Yeah, there's
Kompleto
no,
yung bento.
you won't get tired of the taste of bento, as you say, the Japanese.
May iba kasing variation, so
Yeah, you can. Here it's
You
like,
can choose.
or like in the Philippines, it's the same. Like salty, only salty, and then sweet spaghetti,
Ah.
salty. But in Japan, yeah, different taste buds is going to be activated. So,
Speaking of sweet spaghetti, namimiss mo ba ang Jollibee?
and
Oh.
Jollibee, of course.
Oh.
yan ang siguro lahat na lang siguro ng nagtatrabaho abroad is yan ang number one na una mong kakainin.
Yeah.
Wala bang Jollibee dyan sa area nyo?
Walang ano dito, walang Jollibee. Walang Filipino store dito sa amin.
Talaga.
Imagine, I had to travel 3 hours. Well, for 3 hours, 3 or more than 3 hours to see a Filipino store. So, baryo sa amin, baryo. But it's nice. Nature is really beautiful. And here in our area, we have the hottest summer and the coldest winter in terms of temperature.
Kaya
Coldest
nagsasap kayo ng
winter.
mga wood, nag-iipon na kayo for the winter.
Yeah, it's for firewood in the winter. That's why we're cutting wood in our land. So
Grabe,
yeah,
no?
Parang masarap din matry.
yes, masarap. Ipapakita ko.
Ano bang... sige, go.
Nasa kwarto ko yung ano.
Sige.
Oo. Parang masarap matry kasi pag sa
syempre,
mga movies mo lang nakikita eh.
Pero mahirap yun hindi biro yun.
Yun, no?
Oo.
Scary yung ngiti parang medyo scary.
Oo. Kaya dapat ganito pala yung profile pic ko. Yeah.
Ingat, baka matusok ka naman.
Nasasanay na. Tapos, pagdala ako ng kutsilyo, gano'n.
Pero di ba mahirap yun? Hindi naman din basta-basta yan eh.
Oo.
Kailangan meron kang yung back muscle
Posture.
mo. Kailangan yung pag-hit mo. Kasi lahat ng muscle mo dito sa likod, kailangan ano yan eh. Well, napanood ko naman, yun, yung information yun napanood ko lang sa anime.
Oo. Oy, maganda yung anime for Japan. It teaches you culture in Japan as well. So that's really good.
Marami
really
silang
Oo, kailangan malakas yung likod mo, yung balikat mo.
Kasi hindi basta-basta yun yung hihiwain mo ng one cut yun. Hindi basta-basta yun.
Minsan pawis na ako.
Kanina pa tong cam link na to, pasensya na po kanina pa tong cam link na to, hinto yung camera ko. Pasensya na yung connection dun sa ano. Ayan. Anyways.
So yun. So, ang dami at least, di ba? So, outdoors, di ba sabi mo mahilig ka outdoors? Ano bang marirecommend mo na kunyari may mga mag-visit dyan na mga Pinoys or ano? Ano bang magagandang puntahan dyan sa lugar nyo?
Sa lugar namin?
Yes.
Dito sa lugar namin, ang pinakamaganda yung fall at saka yung winter. Yung fall kasi dito it's really wide. If you have a camera and you use wide scope, do you call it wide scope? Yung ba yung tawag doon?
Wide lens?
Wide lens.
Wide angle lens.
Wide angle.
It's like that. That's how you see everything. So from mountain ranges to another.
It's
From mountain
landscape.
to mountain.
More on landscape.
Really nice landscape. So the fall is really beautiful. Super beautiful. So from yellow, orange to a little bit of green because of the evergreen trees. But yeah, that nature.
Abangan ko yan sa post mo.
Yeah, and then winter. If you love winter sports, this is the place. Winter is really good. It's fluffy. But I'm not a winter person. I mean,
Bahay
hindi naman
lang.
ako ski. Hindi ako marunong mag-snowboard.
Pero you tried.
Ang gusto ko, snowshoes. Yung snowshoeing talaga masaya.
Yung parang
Kasi hindi ako
tennis. Yung parang
Alam
tennis,
mo
ano?
yung
Hindi.
Racket? Tennis racket?
Tennis racket. Yung gano'n.
racket.
Ah.
Yung tennis, Yan. Lalagay sa paa mo yun. Again, put your leg on your feet and then you walk. Para hindi ka para hindi ka lumubog sa
Mag-sink.
yelo.
Kala ko
Tapos-
ano lang yun sa mga cartoons. Kala ko parang kulit-kulit
alam mo
lang
yung tunog ng snow, tunog ng yelo na habang naglalakad ka, kakatokin ka. Tapos dito, syempre, maraming puno. Tapos sa kagubatan, merong, ano na bang tawag din sa Tagalog? Gusto ko mag-Tagalog eh. Yung brook na tawag nila. Batis.
Batis.
May batis.
Okay.
May batis. Tapos nag-i-snow ganyan. Tapos may batis. I mean, it's so magical. You have the brook there, the snow's falling. It's magical. It's good to
So,
be.
mahilig ka rin mag-photography niyan, bale, kung ganun. Hindi
I'm
naman.
trying. I do like it, but I'm not as good as you guys.
No,
Hindi,
no, no,
magaling.
okay.
Hindi
Ang
naman
ganda
ako
ng mga
marunong.
pinopost mo.
Ano lang
Yeah, I
yan.
take a lot of pictures.
Practice lang yan. Composition lang. Rule of thirds. Yun.
Ano no?
Yeah,
Rule of
that's the first
thirds.
thing I learned.
Ano yung rule of thirds?
1, 2, 3. Tapos pindot mo yung camera.
Hindi.
Yun, teka lang, wala akong alam sa ganun eh.
Hindi.
Pero
yung-
madami ako kumuha ng pictures. I really like it. Kailangan lang maturuan pa ako ng mga sa light.
Ito, yung dalawa, magaling yan dalawa.
Kaya ngayon si Rev, idol ko yan. Meron yung film moment siya eh.
Ay, oo, thank you,
no?
thank you.
Yan, good moment.
Kaya nakaraan
Pero
sa...
nanonood ako ng mga post mo about
Pasado
also
na ba
yung
ako?
info. Pwede, maganda.
Pwede na?
Maganda nga ituloy-tuloy yun yan eh. Every week sana meron kang post dun sa YouTube and Facebook mo.
Sana no?
Maganda.
Tapos
Insecure
ano
pa
ka
ako.
lang, node ka lang rin ng ibang content ng same sa'yo para you can get ideas in how to composition your shots, yung gano'n.
Magpapa-enroll na lang ako.
And Ribbon, online
Okay,
classes.
Ribbon, no?
Pero,
Online
pero
classes.
sabi nila yung content naman daw talaga yung pinaka-importante. Like
Yeah.
yung mga masishare mo dyan na mga nagagawa mo, yun naman yung pinaka-importante.
Eh kung may nag 2 million views nga na nakatingin lang siya doon sa camera eh. Di ba? There's always content for somebody. Tapos meron pa nga nag-share sa akin eh. Nag-Facebook live siya. 3,700 yata live nanonood. Alam mo ginagawa niya?
wow.
Luto lang ng hotdog. Nakatutok lang yung camera habang nagluluto yung hotdog.
Ano ba suot niya?
3,700 na nanonood.
Baka naman babae ba yan?
Suot,
Wala.
oh.
Anong
As in,
suot niya?
sa ano.
Wala suot eh.
Wala.
Eh, doon lang sa pan. Sa pan lang nakatutok.
Sa pan lang nakatutok. Tapos kita mo lang yung hotdog. Tapos pagluto na,
Eh, baka
lalagyan
naman
ng
pure
bago.
food. Baka naman yung pure foods yan. Masarap yun eh.
Oo. Ang hirap kasi lutuin nun eh.
Siguro yung mga iba pag kumakain, pag ano, nakita yung niluluto, sumusubo na lang ng kanin.
Tapos may 3,000 views, no? Ang
Well,
galing.
hindi natin maanin. Every ano
Kaya
naman
sa
nila,
mga viewers po, maraming salamat sa mga nag-view. Palike
and
and
sa mga
share.
nag-comment,
Salamat sa mga
maraming
nanonood,
salamat.
comment. Pag may tanong kayo.
Saka dun sa ano, kinorek niya pala, I mean, yung bento daw sa Japan is colorful. Coloring.
Okay.
Hindi daw ano. So, kinorek.
Oo, pag
Okay.
binuksan mo yun, may pula, may
Sa tree,
green, may puti,
Makikita mo talaga.
may
So, kung
pink.
mga magbibisita kayo ng Japan, usually nagtitrain kayo, bili talaga kayo ng mga ano, ng mga bentos. Usually may mga design pa yun, yung parang lunchbox. So, pwede nyo pa iuwi yun.
Sa mga bata, no? Yung
Try
bento
nyo yun,
ng mga
mga
bata.
ano, souvenirs, maganda siya. Saka yung, hindi lang siya visually good, pati yung masarap din.
May texture pa. Oo.
Yes, you have to
Ano,
try.
at
pag
ako rin,
nag-visit kayo.
yung like you said kanina, na maganda yung matry nung Filipinos, yung paano yung day-to-day living dun sa, ano, di ba, sa Japan. Or sa ibang countries. Yun, malaking advocate rin ako doon. Sinasabi ko, kung pupunta kayo ng Japan, make sure na 2 weeks or more, or kung kaya, 2 trips. Yung first, get out of, ano mo na, kunin mo na lahat ng bucket list. Osaka, Tokyo,
Yeah,
lahat
good
yan, bucket list mo yan. And then, the next is, try living yung dun sa kakilala nyo or sa area na yun. Go to the groceries, paano magganyan,
Yes.
paano magganto. Kasi eye-opener siya eh. Magandang experience. Ganito pala
Yeah, you
sila.
have to experience the culture.
Oo.
Yeah.
Tapos
You have
subukan mo rin yung 7 o'clock na umaga, sasakay ka ng train.
Oh my God. I didn't
Ganyan ka, oh. Kasi nakadikit na sa'yo dito ngayon.
work in Tokyo, so no.
Ay, oo, sa Tokyo ka na gano'n.
Alam mo yung tipong hindi ko pa na-mention. Nagtrabaho ako sa Tokyo. Nag-sales ako for for a university, for an MBA school. So, 6 months lang yun kasi mas happy ako sa teaching kaya yun. Pero nagtrabaho ako sa Tokyo. Alam mo yung pag alas 7, di ba? Sabi mo nga, ang daming tao. May hawak kang tinapay na may plastic. Magugulat ka, puputok na lang. Sa sobrang. Oh my God, nakakatawa yun. O kaya yung bag mo, ang layo, nakaganon yung isang kamay mo. Tapos yung cellphone mo, gusto mo mag-phone, nakaganon ka na. That's Tokyo.
Minsan ganyan na lang eh.
Oh.
Ganun ka na lang.
Tapos pag biglang umandar na yung trend, mauuntog ka pa dun sa sa buhok nung nasa harap mo. Gagano ka na lang.
Yan yung isa
Siyempre.
sa yan yung isa sa that's one of the biggest difference from Japan to Canada. In Canada, you have the space. You have a backyard, a big backyard. In Canada, in Japan, you have a small space. Small space is okay, right? So
Pati streets.
you have to be a minimalist almost. But in Canada, everything is built wide. The malls
Yung ganun,
usually,
diba?
and my place, the malls are built wide. Pahaba siya.
Walang
Sa atin,
pataas.
Japan, pataas,
Puro
di ba?
pataas.
Dito puro mahaba. Nasaan yung second floor? Ay, wala. First floor lang lahat. Alam mo yung lakad yung first floor lang lahat.
Sa Japan, pag tinanong mo dun sa tao, saan yung electronics? So, level 1 hanggang 4.
Oh.
apat na floor yung electronics. Dapat specific ka. Washing machine, TV.
Tapos ganito pa sa Japan, saan yung damit ng mga pambabae? Ng mga pangbabae? Saan yung damit na pambabae? First floor hanggang sa una hanggang sa fifth floor. Eh, yung palalaki, sa sixth floor lang. Isang floor.
Wala kaming choice. Yun
Ganun
lang yun.
kadami, Oo.
Dami. Yun. Pero maganda sa Japan yung shopping nila dyan. It's really good. You have a lot of choices, good quality products. Here at the place where I live, we don't have a lot of choices. Yeah.
Expensive.
This is Walmart. And it's expensive too in terms of the quality. Like Uniqlo in Japan, it's very affordable, but you get a good quality one. But here, if you pay for that amount, it's like, wait, saan ba galing yun? Galing ba ng, ano ba? Sino ba gumawa no produktong yan? So you have to really pay for the price of good quality products here. That's one of the things that I miss about Japan. Affordable for good quality.
Ayan, may nagpaplano na sa comments ng trip to Canada.
Yung sponsor daw si Ate Kat daw.
Who's that? Is that my sister?
Wait, anong name? Basahin mo nga phone.
Gaairu?
Okay. I know her. Yeah. She's my cousin. Yeah. Next time, okay.
Tapos si Jenny Acuña also again. Thank you po. Idol ko po si Ma'am Katrina and I know her for almost 10 years. Wow, tagal no.
Oh, I miss you.
Wait, thank you for
Maridit.
watching. Yes.
Lawigan, try mining activity there.
Uy,
Mining?
Mining, no. Hold
Parang
on.
mahirap. Iba
mining
nila.
activity.
Pagkatapos ko magsibak, magmamining na ako agad.
Talagang hard labor.
Di ba ka
din,
naman
no?
lang, yung to experience, di ba?
Yeah,
Ano ba,
one
parang-
thing that I'm getting interested right now is rock hunting. Ang dami kasi nung mga magagandang rocks, magagandang bato, may mga quartz content.
Try mo nga yung ganun.
And
Try mo nga.
try ko nga yun. Lagay ko sa
Stacking
YouTube.
ba yun?
Sige,
Oo,
sige.
Ganda. No?
Yeah, it's nature here is really good. Yeah.
Pag sa Japan, lahat ng tao laging nagmamadali. Canada, relax lang.
It's very similar to the Philippines. Yeah.
Hindi Dito sa
Chill lang.
Pilipinas. Dito sa Pilipinas, hindi naman relax lang. Pero pag red light pa lang, umaandar na eh.
Pag yellow, dapat slow down, di ba? Pag yellow,
bumibilis
faster.
pa eh. Oo.
Di ba
From
kaya,
Julian
di ba?
Aragon. I really missed you, Kat. When are you going back here in Japan?
Oh, that was my first friend, young friend in Japan when I was at the factory. She worked at the factory. I was 17 then, and she was 14.
Wow.
Do you
Mas
believe
bata
that?
pa.
14 yung time na yun. Grabe, ang baby niya. Sabi ko, ba't ka nandito? Ano ginagawa mo yung baby ko?
Child labor po.
Love ko yan si Julian. Oo. Pero ang galing-galing niya mag-Japanese that time. Na-inspire ko kasi ang kulit niya. Laging nakikipag-usap. So, natuto talaga siya mag-Japanese. Kaya ako noon, mahihain ako. Kaya yun.
Bibo siya nun. Bibo.
Bibo siya. Oo, love ko yan. Yeah. But 14, too young. Way too young. Kaya araw-araw sa kanya parang hindi trabaho. Parang naglalaro.
Nandun pa yung energy.
Siguro pag bata ka pa, ganun talaga. Hindi mo masyado iniinda. Pero pag nag-30s, pataas ka na medyo, aray ko, parang masakit yung balakang ko. Parang
And
ganun eh.
responsibilities too.
May responsibilities kasi. Isipin mo kung
Kasi-
30 ka, tapos wala ka rin binabayaran. Okay pa lang din
saya pa rin.
siguro.
Oo.
Saya pa rin siguro.
Oo.
Yeah,
Kasi di ba,
for sure.
ang mangyayari niyan, pag nakita mo yung payslip mo, habang tinatrabaho mo, pambayad lang to ng ano eh. Bibili na naman ako ng bag. Mahal-mahal nung bag.
Make it rain.
Lang. Padaan lang sa sabi nga nung mom ko, padaan lang sa palad mo. Ganun. Sabi niya.
Pero kahit mga ganun, sa bills mo siya binabayad, pero kung yung family mo, kids mo naman yung, para doon naman yung bills na yun, para masaya.
Sulit
naman
naman.
yun.
Wala namang,
Ay, hindi
wala
sayang.
namang, ano to.
Wag ka lang nagdodroga o ano, iba yun.
Yes.
Wag lang pasaway yung anak. Parang binibili lang kita ng magaganda tapos sisirain mo lang.
Ay, laruan ba yun? Laruan lang sisira? Okay na.
Hindi, bumali mo gadget.
Laruan siya eh.
Nagtampo lang yung gadget binasag na. Ay.
Wala na, pagalitan na yun. Papagalitan na.
Race to
Makakatawa.
the wall ba o
Discipline.
palo?
Discipline.
Palakol.
Yung hiramin ko yung ano niya.
Yung itak.
Hindi, itak ba yun? Hindi yata itak yan.
Axe. Oh.
Ano ba Tagalog ng axe?
Ang itak. ganun,
Palakol.
di ba?
Di ba? Palakol?
Palakol is hammer, di ba?
Ito na tayo.
Martilyo pala yun.
Martilyo.
Martilyo yung
Palakol.
yung
Hammer. So, ang axe is palakol.
Palakol yung axe.
Ay, di ba
Eh, di ba
palakol
palakol?
is for digging sand lang?
Di, ano yun eh.
Pala yun eh.
Pala yun eh.
Hindi yung pala, yung hindi, wait palakol. Ito na.
Pala
Google
yun.
na.
Pala. Oo, pala.
Palayok? Iba yung palayok.
Nagkahalo-halo na. May English, may Tagalog, may Japanese na eh.
Palakol.
Palakol nga daw.
Sabi ni Arlene Matsumura, palakol.
Yan yung problema natin sa ating mga Pilipino. Hindi natin kayang gamitin yung sarili nating lengguwahe na yung lengguwahe lang natin. Di ba?
Puro.
Kaya ako minsan naaral ko, kailangan alam ko sa Tagalog to kasi gusto ko magsalita na Tagalog lang talaga lahat. Para kasi ang ganda-ganda pag Tagalog lang. Tapos English lang. Japanese lang. Ang ganda. Alam mo yun?
Eh pag minix mo yung tatlo, mas maganda.
Wala
Yung nanay
nakaintindi.
ko ganyan. Tatlo.
Usually ganun, no? Wala na intindihan.
Yan, lola ni Yuji.
Ayan.
Si Lola Midori, ganyan. Pag nagsalita yun.
May English Tagalog.
English, Tagalog, Hapon.
Japanese.
Kaya, pag fresh, bago mong kakilala,
First time mo siyang na-meet. Hindi mo maintindihan.
gugulat ka.
Mahirap siya pagka may kahalong Tagalog. Katulad ng experience ko na lang dito sa Katulad niya, experience. Sinasabi ko experience. Ano ba ang experience Tagalog, di ba? It's really hard to just speak in Tagalog. We always mix it with English. Really, but I try my best not to. But with my experience here in Canada, French and English, right? It's a mixture of those two languages. When I go out with people, they speak in English. Okay, I understand that. And then suddenly they speak in French. So that's how I feel. Like if we are talking in Tagalog with a mix of English, other people will be left out. So I felt that here in Canada. I mean, I shouldn't say Canada, but New Brunswick, Canada. They're speaking in English and then a little bit of French in it, and I don't know what that French word is. So I'm left out.
Parang bumabalik lang from experience mo nung nasa Japan ka. Parang nung time na hindi ka marunong mag-Japanese, diba?
Isa sa
So I tried.
Di ba mahirap rin pag-aralan ng French?
Yeah.
O yung pronunciation.
Pero di ba sabi nila romantic ang French? Romantic language ang French.
How
Sabi
is it
nga-
romantic?
Sabi nga nila, ano eh, may ano
Omelette
yun?
to fromage.
What was that?
Oh, omelette do
Tama ba yun?
Cheese omelette, sabi niya.
There's Dexter's Laboratory. Alam ko. Tama ba yun?
Ano yun?
May,
Fromage is
ano,
Fromage. Omelette to
do
fromage.
fromage.
Mhm.
Meron ako na ano eh, meron ako na nakita nun. Parang sobrang gustong-gusto niya yung French language.
Mhm.
Ang dami niyang sinabing bastos na word or pangit na ano. Pero ang lambing-lambing pa rin nung pagkasabi niya. See? It's just like wiping your ass with silk. Sabi niya gano'n. Kasi ganun daw kaswabe. Ganun daw kaswabe yung French. Kahit mabaho na yung gusto niyo mong sabihin. Oo, yun.
Oh.
Well, iba yung mga ganun talaga. Maraming.
Tinuturuan tayo ng mga commenters natin ha. Tinuturuan tayo ng
Sabi.
Tagalog. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Ay, speaking of meron ka bang favorite Japanese word?
Favorite Japanese word? Oh, ano nga ba ang aking favorite Japanese word? Magkaisip pa ako. No, I don't think so. I like the word heiwa.
Hewa.
Yeah.
Peaceful ba yun?
Rewa? Hindi yung Rewa?
Hindi, peaceful
Heiwa.
ba yun? Heiwa? Parang,
Yeah.
ah,
Yeah, heiwa. Kasi iniisip ko ano yung sa Japanese yung ano eh. Kaya hindi ko masyadong na-prepare to. Hindi, pero gusto ko ng word na heiwa. At saka madali lang din siyang isulat, 'di ba? Simple lang. Yun. Peaceful. So peace. Gusto ko the world is always at
Heiwa.
peace.
Yes.
yan, meron kayo bago natutunan. Heiwa.
Hewa.
Hindi yan yung
Magkaiba
sa
po yung
aksa. Hindi
Aiwan.
yan sa aksa, heiwa yun.
Oo, hiwa. Kailangan mo isigaw mo na. Hey, ganun ka. Oo.
Ayan. Thank you guys for inviting my daughter to talk.
Thank you, Mami.
Nakakatawa kayo.
po.
Sarap makinig.
Ay, marami pong salamat. Marami pong salamat
thank you
sa
po.
papanood. At medyo napatagal po yung conversation. Yung kwentuhan po namin. Maraming salamat
Ay,
sa mga nanonood.
Umabot tayong 2 hours.
Oo nga eh.
Ba? Hala. Oh my God.
Sa lahat
Oy,
ng nanood
ano ba
hanggang the end. Tsaka yung mga nanood pa kanina. Maraming salamat. Sana nag-enjoy po kayo.
Eto, lalabas to ulit yung episode na to sa YouTube and palagi yan naka-live, naka-save sa Facebook.
Yes.
So, pwede nyo balik-balikan yung pag may mga namimiss kayong conversation namin.
Just listen.
Ma'am Kat, maraming salamat sa time mo.
Yes.
Oh,
Very
no.
Thank you so much.
Thank you din sa
So,
mga nag-comments. Saka mga nag-ano.
Mahaba rin yung experience ko kaya ang dami kong gustong i-share kaya pasensya na kung napahaba.
Okay lang yan. No.
Sa Hapon, sa French,
Sa hapon gano'n.
Marami ba
Sa hapon
nagsusulat
gano'n.
French ba yun? Ganun ba
ganun
yun?
ba? Ganun ba? Mali ako.
Sa hapon, okay. Okay.
Ganun pala. Ganun po. Sorry. Sorry. Ganun pala.
Sama sa French? Ganun ba yun sa French? Ganun?
Di ba yung parang delisyosa, parang ganyan.
Gano'n.
Pwede siya, I think. Kasi yung mga tao
ganun
dito
ba?
ganyan. So alam ko.
Hapon gano'n
Okay. Hapon ganito. Ano yan tatlo?
Di ba pera nga yun? Sa parang money? Kasi yung ganito, iba. Yung iba ganito,
Di
iba-iba.
parang
Well,
maru ata. Maru ata
Zero?
yung ibig sabihin nila doon.
Di maru is parang okay, di ba? Okay,
Oo.
okay.
Okay, ganito.
Okay.
Dami.
Ganon. Oo.
So, yan, may mga natututunan kayo kaya iba-ibang mga lahat.
Kaya pag ginanong ka ng hapon,
Minsan
ikaw,
mali.
Ikaw, dami. So, hindi ka
Dami. That's
Ano
the
na?
very first gesture that I used before. When I was in Japan. No Japanese ability. It's like, ganun tayo, di ba? Ganyan. Hindi. Hanggang sa tinuruan na lang ako. Ganito sabihin mo, ganito lang. Hindi ka marunong. No Japanese.
kahit ganyan lang eh. Kahit lang.
Oo, pwede na yun. Ganyan.
Sa atin
Parang to
pala yung
emphasize
hindi
kasi.
ganyan eh. Sa Hapon parang ganyan
Pip, 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 pip. Ganun.
Tapos yung ako dito, 'di ba?
Yep.
Sa kanila parang ganon sa ilong.
Sa ilong
Yung
nila
ako
tinuturo.
Tayo parehas tayo dito sa Western world. Ganun ako.
dito.
Me. I parehas pa rin. Sa puso pa rin.
Ganun ba yun?
Kaya ano
Komunidad
kaya
dito.
minsan kunwari malayo, 'di ba? May malayo tapos tinatawag ka ng hapon. Ako? Siya? Ako? Siya? Ako? Ganun.
Oo.
Pero tayo mga
No.
Pilipino,
Ganon. Ako. Oo.
natawa naman
Ayan.
ako dyan. Nakakatawa. Maraming kwentuhan.
Ayan.
Ayan.
Maraming salamat ulit, Ma'am Katya.
Thank you.
Anyway, dun sa
Before-
mga gustong bumiyahe sa Canada, ang alam ko lang, I have a general idea of what Canada is. Hindi ito katulad ng, it's not like Japan that you have a very, the transportation is really good in Japan. So it's different here. You need cars to travel.
Yun.
So it's not like Japan. Everything seems very close. You have the Shinkansen, you have the local trains. I want to go to Osaka. I'm from Tokyo, but I want to go to Osaka. You can go right away. But here, you really have to plan it because you have to ride the
Travel
car,
talaga.
Drive.
Iba yung travel eh.
plane, and it takes a lot of time to travel here. So like
You have to
me,
consider yung weather din. Lalo
the
na pag
weather too, you
winter.
gotta consider that.
Ah,
Yeah, the place where I live, the airport. If I go to Japan, I have to travel 5 hours to
To
go
the
to the
airport?
airport. Then from there, go to the U.S. and then from the U.S. to Narita.
Ilan kilometers yung yung 5 hours?
500, about 550, 600 kilometers.
So kung Pilipinas time yun, isang
12
araw.
hours. Yeah. I'm from Cagayan, so it takes 12 hours to go there. It's just 500 kilometers. But here, it's just the highway, which is good. So they have a very good highway here. No traffic, like in the Philippines. So yeah, if you're planning to visit Canada, that's what you have to consider. If you are going to Toronto or Vancouver, that's different. It's like a city. It's not, for me, I don't know if it's, how should I say it? If you want to experience the authentic Canada, go to the rural areas. Toronto, Vancouver, lots of immigration there. So you have everything you need. If you want to go to a Chinese restaurant, they have it there. But here, the place where I live, and other rural areas, they don't have those luxuries. So it's the real Canada. Every day I see animals like squirrels, bears, not every day, not bears every day. Porcupines, raccoons, foxes. What else? I've seen a bear the other day. Deers,
Sarap
moose.
kuhanan.
Moose?
Oo,
Yun,
diba?
gusto ko makita. Di ba ang laki nun?
Moose? Oh my
di ba
God,
ang
yeah.
laki niyan?
The knee of the moose is by your window, the window of your car.
Tuhod pa lang yun.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Isipin mo, hindi na niya kailangan umeffort, di ba? Konting
Hindi
angat
na.
lang niya, matutuhod na niya yung mukha mo.
You can die, literally. Oo. Even take down helicopters. So it's really scary. Beautiful. Mooses are beautiful. I like them. Ang ganda. Nakakatuwa. Pero pag nakakatakot din minsan, alam mo yung sa una natutuwa ka. Tapos yun pala, dapat matakot ka na. Kasi nakakatakot talaga sila. Pwedeng mapipi yung sasakyan mo. Actually, may dent yung sasakyan namin from a moose. 2 beses.
Dalawa.
Kasi naglalakad
Yung
ka.
gamit, no?
Nagdadrive ka, tapos biglang may moose. O yun, may dent yung sasakyan. Kaya,
Oo.
ayun. Pero nakakatuwa. Yung isang
So,
araw, may oso. Tagalog yun, oso. Natuwa ako. Sabi ko, it's so cute. Gusto ko lumapit. Pero hindi pwede kasi baby bear lang pala yun.
Nakabuling ka ng
Pag may
mami
big
no,
bear.
pag nakita.
Nandun yung mama
Yung
bear.
parang- Yeah, mama bear's there, right? So, you gotta be really careful.
Yun yung
Exciting.
kinakatakutan eh.
Si
Yeah.
Mama Bear.
So,
Si Mama Bear yung susugod.
Oo, nakaano lang yun.
yeah. So if you want to experience those, go to rural Canada.
Okay.
If you want to. Pero if you want to experience the city life, go to Toronto, Vancouver. Not too
Yeah.
far. Yeah.
So, para sa mga gustong bumisita sa Canada and experience that.
Yung mga outbackers dyan.
Para
Ano.
pag may mga
Doon naman sa mga gustong mag-migrate, yung gustong lumipat, saan ba? Japan ba? Canada ba? Ano bang gusto nyo? Well, tanungin niyo yung mga sarili nyo, di ba? Kung anong gusto nyo talaga. Do you wanna do you want to learn Japanese? Do you speak English? Do you speak Japanese? If you don't, do you want to learn Japanese for the rest of your life? Kasi,
Kasi lifelong process yung learning ng Japanese.
diba?
Hindi
Oo.
siya yung masteral lang. Take a book and then you can master it. Hindi.
Totoo.
Ano pa ba? Do you want to live in a place where it's culturally similar to the Philippines, or something really different? Do you want to live in a country where 7 months of the year is cold? Are you okay with that? Diba? Kaya mo ba yun? Gusto mo ba yun? Or gusto mo
Kung
nasa
mahilig ka
bahay
talaga
ka
sa
lang, okay
lamig.
lang din. Mag-ano ka, magsibak ka, may heater din naman sa mga ibang areas. Pero okay din naman yung firewood. It's really hot pag may firewood. At saka matipid pag firewood. Baba, do you like organization? In Japan, everything is organized really well. If you go to the grocery store, everything has prices, everything is listed, everything is in place. Nothing fell off or nothing is in another place. If you like that, very convenient, Japan. If you don't, if you're okay with, let's say, very similar to the Philippines, it's okay in Canada. And ano pa ba? What else? Transportation. If you wanna drive or like driving, it's okay here. But if you don't,
Pero ibang case pa yun, kailangan mo pa ng license, di ba?
license,
So,
yeah,
another-
it was easy. I got my license here, not in Japan. I only paid
International.
$20, I think.
What?
Yes.
Conversion yan.
Talaga?
Conversion yan.
Oo, mura lang. With a tourist visa pa yun. May address lang. Kailangan ng address, actually. Pero it's cheaper than in Japan. So I got my license here.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, sa Japan naman, pwede ko ma-advise is bicycle. Bike to
Yes.
train. Tapos safe naman, may parking. Palagi may parking ng bike.
Tama.
Yeah. Tapos, and if you like stationery, I really like stationery, like nice pens, nice papers. Japan has a lot of those. They have cute stationery. You want to be organized like that. Here, I have a hard time looking for stationery. Yeah, so if you really like those, well, Japan has that.
Oo. Sa Japan, pinakamahal rin. May mga ballpen silang mamahalin.
Yes, oo. Pero ang ganda, di ba? Ang cute ng mga iba-ibang klase. Di ba? Ganda ng
So,
pag-organize.
nakikita-kita ko na, Ma'am Kat, eh. Nakikita ko na.
Ano?
Ilang years lang.
See you again sa Nagoya.
Yung pasalubong na lang namin from Canada.
Kahit mo na ngayon, di pa alam ang asawa niya.
Abangan na lang namin yung mga pasalubong. Nakita-kita na lang
Ito tayo
tayo.
pag nagpunta ako sa Japan.
Oo.
Nasa
I
airport
really
na lang
enjoy
sila na kaya may sign, no? Welcome back!
Yeah. Happy ako dun. Naging happy ako sa Japan. 15 years, from 2004 to 2019, Japan ako back and forth. So, yeah, it's I feel like a Japanese sometimes. Yeah. And it's easier in Japan if you want to go visit your family. It's just 4 hours, go back and forth, back and forth.
True.
Sometimes I traveled in the weekends to see my family in Manila. But here I can't.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't
Napakalapit
really
lang sa
do that.
Philippines, yes.
So, if you're willing to, if you want to come to Canada and you want to see your family, you have to consider, 18 hours, 20 hours, expensive. I don't know if they have piece of fare. Meron ba?
Ngayon wala na siguro. Ngayon wala na yung mga
Siguro mas marami ngayon. Mas marami sale siguro ngayon kung willing kang mag-travel.
Dati kasi may piece of fare kaya nakakauwi ako ng Sabado, Linggo doon. Pero dito hindi ko magawa yun. Time differences.
Yes.
Sa Japan, pwede kang umuwi ng Pilipinas, pirmahan mo lang yung kailangan mong pirmahan, tapos balik ka na naman. In a day, pwede. As in, with a day talaga. Land ka ng 10 a.m. Land ka ng 10 a.m. Tapos by 5 o'clock ng afternoon, nasa ka na ulit. Flying back ka na.
Yeah, that's true.
Pero
Ayan.
ibang klase yung experience mo from Philippines to Japan to Canada.
Mhm.
Medyo mahaba-habang transition,
Oo.
iba-ibang
Oo nga eh. Oo.
Experiences.
Ang dami kong natututunan.
Yes, and marami rin
yes.
sila natutunan dun sa mga
Oo.
na-share mo. Marami.
Hmm.
Oo. Pero
Salamat.
nag-aaral ka pa rin ng French ngayon, no?
Oo,
Kaya
nag-aaral ako ng French.
Uy.
Pero hindi ako nagpupunta ng eskwelahan.
hindi yung self-study,
Sarili.
Pero, di
Oo.
ba?
Study. Siguro mga 2 oras,
Yung
ganun. Kasi,
husband mo marunong.
French ang, oo.
Ah,
French
okay.
Native,
Academy.
native na yun.
Mm.
Speaking of
Pero
native,
magaling.
dito sa amin maraming Native Americans. So minsan iniisip nila, Native American. Alam mo yung mga First Nations kung tawagin nila. So iba-iba dito halo-halo. French, and then yung mga English speakers, tapos Native Americans. Yung tribe dito is called Mi'kmaq tribe.
Mikma.
Migma.
So some people think I'm Native sometimes when they see me at the store. So we Filipinos look Native Americans.
Oh.
Yeah, sila yung mas may karapatan. Pag mangingisda ka ng salmon ba? Tama ba yun sa Tagalog? Salmon? Or pag mangingisda ka ng ganon, hindi pwede. Yun lang mga native ang pwede.
Ano, sa seasons yan. May seasons na sila lang.
Sila yung may karapatan sa bansa na to. Sila yung, First Nation. Sila yung, pag nangahoy ka, meron silang pwedeng kunin na hindi pwede para sa'yo.
Okay.
Yun yung rights nila as the first people in Canada.
Okay yun.
Yeah.
Sige, dito na tayo sa final question. Ito, tinatanong namin to every guest sa Buhay Abroad.
Yes.
Kinakabahan ka na.
Kinabahan ako, ano ba to?
Yung question na to French to so kailangan masagot mo.
Kailangan French sagot ko? O Japanese?
joke lang.
Ano ba? Itawis yung salita namin sa
okay.
Norte. Itawis ba sasagot ko? Tagalog ba?
Tagalog. Kahit ano.
Tagalog.
Yes.
Tagalog, English yan.
Kung saan ka, no? Oo.
Ayun. So, in 10 years time, where do you see yourself naman? Ngayon, syempre, may decisions ka pagdadaanan ngayon na gusto mo bumalik sa Japan or gusto dyan. In 10 years, sa tingin mo?
In 10 years time, honestly, I don't know. Like, it's hard to say now because, especially now during the pandemic, diba, ang daming trabahong wala. There are a lot of jobs that are existing now that may not exist in the future. There are jobs that are not here now and then maybe they're in the future. So, I don't know, but I still want to be in the education industry. I still want to teach. I want to be doing things for education. Yeah, so it's either teaching or making curriculums or anything that's involved with education. Yeah, so I can't really say I want to see myself 10 years. I want to see myself here 10 years from now because I can't predict that. But I have goals. I want to learn French. I want to be able to communicate. I want to learn more Japanese. I want to learn more about crochet. I want to make my own clothing line maybe in the future. Those plans. Organic skincare, permaculture. I want to learn more about plants. Yeah, those are the things that I want to do and still be in the education industry. So, yeah, I think that's the best answer I can tell.
Thank you. That's a nice answer.
Maraming salamat. Yes.
Kasi for sure naman not all are parang nakaset na sa kanila na this is na mga iba hindi 45 retire na ako or mga iba hindi I still want to roam around the world, try different things, diba? So everybody's different so thank you for sharing your
Yes.
Yeah, when I was younger I was like that. I have to do this after university. I have to do this when I'm 32. I have to get married when I'm 35. I have to have a kid when I'm but when you learn more things, well, at least in my, I can only speak for myself. When I learned a lot of things about life and everything that I want, everything that I want to learn, it changes.
Hmm.
It changes. So I really
Well,
maybe I don't know if it's the worst. I mean, it changed for the worse or not
well,
because
napansin ko
I
yun
don't have.
sa ano,
Mm-hmm,
napansin ko yun sa mga buhay abroad guest. They tend to become more fluid, more dynamic, more yung mas gusto nila yung kaya nila mag-change and mag-adapt kasi nakatry na sila ng iba eh.
mm-hmm,
So,
mm-hmm,
what's, di ba?
mm-hmm.
So, yun nga.
Yeah.
Parang
Mm-hmm.
i-
Yeah.
nagiging personality natin yun. When you go abroad, when you try another lifestyle, when you try another
Yeah.
country, you
Mm-hmm.
turn na, "Ah, hindi, I can try this pa. I can try this pa."
Mm.
I want to do
Nawawala
this.
eh. Oo, nawawala yung boundaries eh.
Yeah, yeah. You set your goal, but then
Ah.
there's a new opportunity. You
Mm.
grab it.
Mm.
There's another opportunity. You grab. You want to learn a new thing.
Mm.
Learn it. It's here right now. So it's like that for me.
Mm.
We're all different, as you
True,
said,
true.
Carlo. We're all different. But in my case, I had goals, but now I mean, I had plans, but now I just want to be able to do my goals. Yeah.
Ayan.
Ma'am
Achieve
Kat, ayan
Thank you.
si Yuriko.
Huh?
Nag-comment.
Hi sa kanya.
Si Aiko.
Mhm.
Ano ba yan?
Yun nga, omelette du fromage.
Omelette. Ano ba yung
Oh,
meaning
so
nun?
much.
Dexter's Laboratory kasi yun sa cartoons.
Alam ko yung Dexter's Lab.
It's an episode, para sa nakikinig lang, kwento na natin, para mabilis lang.
Oh.
It's an episode kasi na kailangan niya matuto mag-French dahil kinabukasan test niya. Wala siyang choice. So, ang ginawa niya, natulog siya, nag-play siya ng plaka na learn to speak French. Okay. Ang nangyari, nabunggo yata ni Didi, yung kapatid niya, bumangga yung plaka, so nag-stuck lang dun sa omelette du fromage, omelette du fromage, omelette du fromage. So,
Naka-loop lang siya.
So, pagising niya, yun lang kaya niyang sabihin. Wala nang iba. So, the whole episode, yun lang sinasabi niya.
Tapos parang kasi nga, di ba, ang French, kasi sexy. So, yung mga babae, yung mga batang kaklase niya ng mga girls, parang tuwan-tuwa sa kanya, parang ganun, sumikat siya.
Sumikat siya, naging popular siya. Tapos yung test na nakuha niya, one question lang, what is cheese omelette?
Yun yung sagot niya, tama. So,
Tama yun.
Okay.
Okay, Dexter's Lab. Pinapanood ko din dati. Pero hindi ko naalala yan yung fromage.
so yun.
So yun, thank you again sa mga nanonood. Thank you po sa aming guest. Ang dami niyo na-share. Sobrang insightful ng mga na-share niyo sa amin today.
Salamat sa pag-invite. I really like your project, so
Okay, thank you.
I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Haba
much.
rin nung oras na binigay niyo sa amin.
Yes. Salamat sa oras.
I have all the time in the world. Ano ko Sisibak na naman ako mamaya.
Oh.
So, diba? So anytime, if you have any questions or
Yes.
Sige.
just contact me.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks,
So
guys.
that's Kat from Canada. Recently from Japan. And I'm Carlo.
And I'm Revon.
And I'm Yuzi. And thanks again for watching. Para sa lahat na nag-enjoy sa podcast namin, please follow and like the page. If you want to watch our previous episodes, go to our YouTube channel, like and share those videos, and feel free to subscribe, guys. Marami pong salamat. This is Treesumpodcast signing off. Marami pong salamat.
Maraming
Peace.
salamat.
Bye-bye.